Happy New Year, podcast pals. Danny here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
Well, here goes nothing. Welcome, folks, to the Monday edition of the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. It goes without saying that we hope everyone's hanging in there after what we all experienced this past weekend here in town. And speaking of what's been happening here in town, if you don't mind real quick, I'm going to go ahead and speak on behalf of all of us here on the Half-Assed Morning Show. So folks in our listening audience understand where we're coming from going forward. We all feel like something should be said. So for a program like ours that's always focused on the lighter side of life, these are difficult times to navigate. There's nothing funny about the real world these days. There's nothing funny about what we all saw this weekend. But just like the rest of you, we got a job to do. And our job is, and always has been, for nearly 30 years now in the Twin Cities, our job has been to create something enjoyable for our listening audience, no matter what's going on around us. Create something enjoyable. We had the same mission after 9/11. We had the same mission after George Floyd, and we are going to stick to that approach as best we can. We'll cover the specifics of what happened over the weekend during our news report a little after 7 this morning. To ignore it would be irresponsible and disrespectful. We're going to go ahead and try to continue to be a place where folks can go to at least temporarily avoid the turmoil. And over the years, a lot of our listeners have made it clear to us that that's one of the reasons why they keep coming back to this radio show, is because they know it's a place where they can forget about real life and just laugh for a while. We appreciate that. That doesn't mean we don't care what's going on. Far from it. Everyone's got a role to play in fixing this. We feel our role is to give folks a break from the madness. If you think that's wrong, well, then F us, I guess. But that's the route we're going to take. Doesn't mean we don't have very strong individual opinions and feelings on what's going on around here. Amongst the four of us, we might even have very different opinions and feelings on what's going on, what's wrong and what's right, what we can do to fix it. But that isn't the purpose of this radio show. We're going to go with the tried and true idea that laughter is the best medicine. Just so you know, we love this town. But we're going to try and be a safe place. Go as we always have going forward. I believe that's real, that laughter can be a great remedy.
I think so, too. And I think, you know what? I know I could use an escape this morning, and I was looking forward to this morning for this very reason, just to, calm down a little bit, take my mind off everything that's going on, and I'm hoping people feel the same way as us. There's plenty of news channels to listen to if that's not what you're looking for, but
right.
Yep.
Hopefully that's what we can provide. I know it's good for my spirit, definitely.
Years ago when I was feeling really pissed off, had a bad day and all that, I'd watch a couple hours worth of Cheers episodes before bed.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And that would straighten me out.
There's certain shows like that, right, where it's just a calming influence. If you're stressed out, I'll go to those as well. Just easy to watch, even if you've seen it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I had seen those Cheers episodes dozens of times.
And it kind of reminds you of a different time, right, where things did seem a little easier.
Absolutely.
You didn't have the same stress as you do now.
Absolutely.
My go-to is Gilmore Girls.
Oh, gross.
It's so cute.
Now, isn't Sebastian Bach of Skid Row on that show?
I don't know.
Or maybe I'm thinking of something different.
I would have to see his face.
If I ever get married a third time, will you guys please sit me down and say, are you sure that this third spouse doesn't watch Gilmore Girls all the time? Because I can't do it. I can't do it.
It is so great, and I watched it during my maternity leave, like all the way through. And so now when I watch it, it brings me back to that time now too. Like I always loved it before that, but now I'm like, oh, I loved that time.
Sebastian Bach was on Gilmore Girls.
Was he?
I knew
Who
he was
was
on
he?
some sort of show.
He used to be the lead singer of a rock and roll a rock and roll act called the Skid Rows. He was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, gorgeous. Didn't necessarily age the greatest in the looks department, but I always found guys that were just too pretty usually don't.
He was so weird on the show. I loved it. He was like hanging out. All these kids were in a band, and he joined the band, and he's like the only old guy in it. He's got kids of his own.
That show keeps popping up on my television, but I've never tried it. The Gilmore Girls?
It probably wouldn't be up your alley. But
No,
I
I'm
mean,
sure it
you
wouldn't.
would think the older Laura Lee is gorgeous, though. You might watch it just because you want to watch her.
Okay. It's popped up in front of me before on my TV guide.
I don't know anything about it. What is it even about?
It's about this mom and her daughter, and they're basically best friends, and they live in this adorable little town with an adorable little cafe and go through life struggles together.
And it's got this really witty and snappy dialogue. Like the younger daughter always has something, cute to say. It's just so. Oh, it just makes me cringe.
I understand, Dana. I get it.
The Gilmore.
It's funny you mentioned Cheers, Nick, actually, because over the weekend I got a package in the mail out of nowhere from a buddy of mine. He saw something and he thought of me because he knows I love Cheers. It was a complete set of Cheers trading cards from back in 1989 or whatever.
Obscure characters included?
Yes, there's a Harry the Hat card.
You
and
should have
stuff.
bring those in tomorrow.
I will.
That's cool.
So like Harry the Hat is a character you brought up just now. What was the actor's name? Harry Anderson?
Yes.
Who was the lead actor in the sitcom Night Court from the 80s?
Sure.
So, just as an example, the Harry the Hat card would have an image of him and then statistics on the back, like a baseball
Yeah, it's
card.
kind of like a little bio and stuff like that, and they have certain episodes
All right,
cards.
Here's what I'd love. I'd love for you to bring those in. And I don't know if this is something for on-air purposes, but off-air purposes, I'd like you to quiz me.
Okay, yeah.
Because I bet you I can damn near nail any obscure character from Cheers. I watched that television show up and then I watched it down. But yeah, I used to have this television channel years ago called Decades, I think is the name of the channel. I don't have it anymore because of some reason. But they would pump out, I think it was a solid 2 hours worth of Cheers episodes every weeknight, I think 9 to 11 p.m. So like I was saying earlier about how we hope that our morning show can be a safe place and an escape from the madness for people here in the Twin Cities. When I had a bad day, pissed off kind of an operation years ago, I would always close out my night by watching those 2 full hours of Cheers. And it always did the trick, Josh, until, the incident.
I remember the incident.
Oh, yeah, the incident affected all of us.
That Kelly song that Woody Harrelson sang, that's one of my favorite all-time songs.
Should have won a Grammy.
Yeah, I'm not a good guy that can remember lyrics. I'm not very good at that. But those are lyrics I'll never forget. Very touching.
Something about her hair and this and that. It was a beautiful song, the Kelly song. I wonder if it cracked the top 40.
If it didn't, that's a shame.
It would be.
Plenty of gimmicky television songs have made their way into the actual top 40.
I would think, back then you got Prince and Madonna and Michael Jackson, all these hit makers, Elton John, the guy that always tours with Elton John, whose name I'm forgetting.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel. That'd be tough to break through at that time.
You ever watch a frightening horror movie and it bothers you so much that you have to wrap up the night with a sitcom or a mindless
Absolutely,
reality?
Usually Family Guy will help.
Not
Yeah.
even really. I don't watch a ton of scary movies. It's just something I've never really been into too much. I like some of them. But watching like a Dateline over and over or something like Criminal Minds or something where it's just darkness after darkness after darkness, you need a palate cleanser.
You wrap up the night with a palate cleanser. Same concept here. The real world is a horror movie. We'd love to be your palate cleanser. Oh, God. Speaking of, mindless comedies and whatnot, I think this was Friday night. I was settling into bed, and the Imagination Land episode of South Park
Yes.
popped up on my television,
That's perfect.
which I hadn't seen in quite a stretch of time. The full Imagination Land episode. Was it 2 hours? Sorry, I've come down with something. I think it's a 2-hour deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyway, I'm just at the beginning of the episode, which was just so bizarre with all the imaginary characters. And my wife had never seen anything like this in her life. And she walks in and sees the first 10 minutes of the South Park Imagination Land, and she just... I wish I could tell you exactly what she said. She was so confused as to what I was watching, and she just looked at me so disapproving.
Right.
Yeah.
Rude.
Well, I mean, try to explain that to somebody who's never
Right.
really watched South Park before.
Yeah, she wouldn't know Cartman from a hole in the wall, so she had absolutely... she thought I had lost my effing mind.
Oh, yeah, my
But-
wife, she hates Family Guy and South Park. She doesn't get it.
It was a fun way to end the night
Yeah.
for me.
Definitely.
Now, here's some good trouble to get in. Sydney Sweeney, right? Actress?
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys have shown me pictures of this lady. I still don't know if I've seen her in a television show or a movie yet. Very pretty lady. But from what I understand, she got in trouble out there in Hollywood for hanging her drawers from the Hollywood sign.
Oh,
Yeah, it sounds
what?
like one of those, what do they call it, guerrilla marketing stunts. She's got a new lingerie line.
Ooh.
Hubba hubba.
New lingerie line.
Oh, I bet that rocks.
You bet her lingerie rocks?
Do you think the
Yeah.
bras come in normal size? I mean, she's kind of known for something.
No, they're only extra, extra, extra large.
Just Sydney Sweeney. That's,
Yeah.
that's a particular size now.
So,
So it sounds like, that was a viral marketing stunt.
viral marketing. But now she could be charged with vandalism and trespassing. She and her people snuck up to the Hollywood sign in the dead of night, similar to the love-hate rock and roll band Jizzy Pearl story I think I just told last week about the lead singer of this semi-successful rock band in the early 90s. He chained himself to the Hollywood sign to help promote their second record, and it went nowhere. This may be successful, maybe not. We'll find out. Sydney Sweeney and her gang of hangers-on, they snuck up to the Hollywood sign in the dead of night and hung underwears all over it. There's video of her doing this. She was filmed, not someone standing there with a cell phone. She was professionally filmed so they could run ads.
Yeah, it sounds like Sydney Sweeney and her hangers are going to be in some serious trouble. They don't
and
mess
there's
around.
video evidence.
Yeah, they don't mess around with that. Well, I shouldn't say serious trouble. Some trouble.
Promoting the launch of her new lingerie line, Ski, is how they put it here in the story.
So why do you think it's going to be so good, Ashley?
I don't know. Usually celebrity lingerie lines are pretty good.
Oh,
I don't even know one that has a lingerie. I mean, I'm sure like a Paris Hilton or
I remember one, Josh, from when we were kids.
who that?
Kate Jackson.
Oh yeah, didn't she become a designer or something?
But maybe that was regular clothing. Maybe that wasn't underwear.
Yeah, I remember for clothing. I don't know about underwear.
And if you're a younger person, Kate Jackson was one of the 3 original Charlie's Angels from the 1970s.
Also, she's pretty hot, so I don't know. I feel like she just like knows the lingerie world.
Don't you think they're going to have a some sort of campaign like get into Sydney Sweeney's panties or something like that?
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, the Amazon guy's backed this. She's got some big money behind it.
Well, she's got some
In the
money behind it
world.
then.
Now talk about two people whose attractiveness are on opposite scales. Right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you're not attracted to this Bezos character?
Not in the slightest.
Well, I think if you're into money, you'd be attracted to
What's he
him.
look like?
Kind of like a penis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Just a schlub.
Oh, my. Yeah, so she had a permit to shoot her lingerie commercial up there at the Hollywood sign. They did play by the rules to a certain extent, but, she did not have permission to touch or climb the sign itself. So when she climbed up there and hung all of her drawers off of that's where the city of Hollywood or the city of Los Angeles has a problem with her behavior. Underwear's hanging everywheres. Underwear's everywheres.
Oh boy, I'll tell you what. Did you have a clothesline growing up?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
My grandma would hang our laundry on a clothesline, and I was always embarrassed when it'd be my grandma, my mom, and my aunt's underpants.
Oh,
Because we played in the backyard.
Oh, yeah.
that's terrible.
And so the neighbor kids would be over. So sometimes what I'd do is I'd take a sheet or something.
Why did
and
they
just
have
cover
to hang their underwear?
That's just how she did it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's bras and underwear hanging in our backyard, and I got buddies coming
and
over.
big ones.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately.
Big ones. Biggins.
Yeah, Grandma had biggins.
Yeah. It's embarrassing.
I know.
Did you ever pull your mothers and your grandmothers aside and say, please don't hang your
I did say, hey,
I got bros coming over.
Is there a possibility we can just buy a dryer for this house or something?
Yeah, I remember the clothes hanging off the clotheslines, although I don't remember my mother ever hanging her drizzors
Yeah, I was terribly embarrassing.
or my dad's tighty whities.
My dad's tidy whities were out there.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
You can wash them as many times as you want. You're still going to see the stripes on the back.
Wait, Nick, maybe your mom just didn't wear underwear.
You son of a bitch.
That's right.
You cold-blooded bastard.
Your mom went commando.
Makes you
You-
think of a time up at Buddy's cabin. His mom bent over to pick something up, and her jeans split. And she immediately grabbed the back, and she goes, "Oh God, at least I'm wearing underwear today." And we've never let him forget about that. Your mom goes commando enough that she wasn't sure if she was wearing underwear that day.
Is there any chance she was telling a joke, or was that a real moment?
It was so in the moment that she couldn't have come up with it that quickly.
Yeah, I don't want to know my mom's underwear choices.
No.
And I realize that the text machine probably is going to crash in a second.
Yep.
You just uninvited yourself to my Super Bowl party, Ashley.
Oh, darn it.
With that friggin' thing you just said. Ah. Dads.
Offended Millennial Jesus said if Jimmy Garoppolo started a men's lingerie line, he'd be front and center to buy some. You and me both. Although I couldn't pull those off. I bet they'd be a little too sexy for a guy like that.
Yeah, I just got a mental image in my head that I wish I hadn't.
The clothesline, absolutely. Does anybody? No one operates that way anymore, do they?
No, I was just going to ask
No.
you guys. I haven't seen one in a long time.
Oh, those were a bitch when you were
I got
running.
knocked out on one.
Yeah,
On a clothesline pole.
that's where I was going with that. They were very useful to dry your mother and your grandmother's underwears,
Sure.
your dad's tighty whities. But when you were a 12, 13-year-old kid sneaking around at night and running through neighborhoods or playing football in the backyard, somebody always would wring their skull off the friggin' clothesline.
Yeah, I knocked, playing wide receiver, I knocked myself out once.
I
Trying
ran
to
in
get
on-
some yards after catch.
Yak. They
Yeah,
call
I
it.
tried to yak it.
Someone would either run into the poles or they would literally clothesline themselves on the
Yeah, I've done that before
Oh.
because there was a couple houses in my neighborhood that still had clotheslines, and I have no idea why. Get a dryer, but we would run through their backyard.
I'd,
Oh,
Just the other night, I was running through your mom's backyard.
Oh, my God.
Who can play that game, Ashley?
You're hurt.
Who can play?
The only thing that slowed me down were those giant parachutes, a.k.a. my grandmother's bra. That thing just caught some wind and slowed me down after knocking myself out on
Were
that.
those things real?
Yeah, they were real.
Ooh,
They
wee.
didn't have fake ones back then.
They were real?
in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah, once we were running from the cops, and a buddy of mine smoked himself into someone's clothes. And the eye almost fell out. That clothesline hit him right on the eyeball, going full speed running from the police, underage drinking type of a thing. And the eye almost fell out. It was a very terrible.
My
By the
cousin
way,
told me after I hit that thing that the sound was awesome.
oh, yeah, I bet it was.
like a cartoon. Now, I didn't hear or see anything, but I wish I would have heard that.
By the way, back to Sydney Sweeney, the actress who got in trouble hanging her underwears off the Hollywood sign to promote her new lingerie line. She was ordered to take all the drawers off the sign and get the hell out of there. She did leave 4 or 5 pair behind, and I guess it was a hell of a scene. There were some people who were fighting over those random pairs of.
They're probably not worn. Chill out. No, they definitely are worn.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
I'm with you on that one.
Crazy.
They were fighting over it. Yeah.
I work with Richie Jesus. He was taken out trying to catch a pass next to a wishing well. Where was this? Like a Perkins?
The other apparatus that I saw nearly mortally wound a player was at Lake Independence when we were kids. I think they still have the stationary grills, the permanently set into the ground.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Taking pictures
We
just
had a lot
talking
of
about.
family parties like that.
Oh, one of my pals was going out for a pass, staring up into the sky. The football is coming down full speed.
Oh,
Pelvis first into that.
Oh, I bet that was crazy to see.
Did he flip right over that thing, or did?
It was more of a dead stop.
Oh, that's
Oh,
even worse.
And you mentioned the sound of the clothesline pull, the sound of that permanent grill, and his pelvic bone. But you know what? There's a happy ending to the story. That sumbitch has 2 Super Bowl rings. One of my buddies growing up, Corey Unlin, who now works for the Houston Texans, has been a coach in the National Football League for 25 years now. And the sumbitch, he's got 2 Super Bowl rings.
That's
great.
super cool. Worth it. Worth it. Yeah.
He was a great athlete, as you might imagine.
No kids, probably.
Oh, yeah, he's battling
Yeah.
like hell
Yeah, I'm sure.
to try to make some kids.
Can't even get an erection.
glad he persevered after that grill incident.
Lake Independence ended any hopes of a family.
What was worse, the physical pain or the emotional pain knowing all your friends saw it and the embarrassment?
See, the thing is, Corey wasn't like you and I, Cubby. He was so damn handsome and so damn talented that he shook it off like that.
Yeah, nobody's going to say anything to him.
You couldn't give him hell over it because the next play, even though he no longer had a pelvis, he would score a 45-yard touchdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had nothing to worry about. All right. Oh, speaking of that ball game, the Super Bowl, and I'm having a party, and Ashley's not invited.
No.
What do you think? What do you make of that? We'll talk to Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder about yesterday's games. What do you make of the setup? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm happy. That seems like it'll be a good Super Bowl, and that's kind of what people predicted would happen, right?
Yeah.
No surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I kept going back.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I kept going back and forth on who I wanted to win last night. I couldn't figure it out because
I know what you mean.
Matt Stafford is just so fun to watch.
He's a great quarterback. All you knew last night was, and yesterday afternoon too, all you probably knew deep down inside, I had the same feeling throughout yesterday. It's not the Chiefs.
Yep.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, happens. I was okay with whatever because it wasn't the Chiefs.
It was cool seeing Sam Darnold do so good. I did.
The greatest quarterback ever.
I was trying to irritate my husband. I was like, hey, look at That's our quarterback right there. That feels good, right?
Yeah, I was cheering for Sam.
Definitely. He's a likable guy.
I got a kick out of the look on the face of that Denver quarterback a few times yesterday where it appeared he was thinking, what the hell am I doing here?
2 weeks ago, I was on Easy Street, holding the clipboard, not having to do anything.
Did look a little confused at times.
What am I doing here? This is on me? You're serious?
Yeah.
It's up to me? He looked a little, he had a little couple small looks of confidence during the game, but other than that, he just kind of looked like deep down inside he was saying, help!
It kind
help!
of, if anybody watched in the late 80s and early 90s Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula, where he just wake up in a new situation, there was times he had that same look on his face. Where the hell am I?
And the second half, he's like, oh, now it's snowing? Great.
There you go. Oh, my damn Lord in heaven. A couple listeners are sending me pictures of this Sydney Sweeney character. And I'm reminded that she is here to save us all.
She's not afraid to get naked.
No, she likes to show him off.
She's not afraid to get naked.
Oh, my gosh. The show Euphoria that she's kind of got her start from on HBO, it's almost like they just work in ways to get her naked in every scene. It's crazy. It's almost to the point it's kind of obnoxious.
They're coming out with a new season.
I got to write
Super
that
pumped.
down.
Yeah,
So,
and now her character is on OnlyFans, actually. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
So OnlyFans makes it into the show?
Yeah. She becomes a content creator on OnlyFans.
I mean, that's the route she was going to go.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
they call the show Euphoria.
Yep.
So you
It's-
spell that letter U, the number 4,
Yeah, if it was a
EA,
license
yeah.
plate.
and then an E and an A in
Yep.
there somewhere? All right, I'll have to look for that. You're a terrific crowd. We're going to get going again for real skis. Like I mentioned a minute ago, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder will swing by around 7:30. And, I'm sure they've got plenty to say about this here Super Bowl matchup we're looking at. Here we go. Appreciate you being here with us. We'll return with that stupid news in a few minutes.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Dana here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Stupid news on the Half-assed morning show.
Already? We've already made our way to the stupid news report. Yeah, we'll be out of here in no time. This here story, which will kick things off for us, will be difficult, at least some of the elements of this story, will be difficult for Dana and myself because it deals with ketchup.
Gross.
Dana can't even stand the sight of it. I'm okay raking some French fries into a pond of ketchup now and again. My biggest issue with that garbage is when I see grown folks put ketchup on a hot dog like they're friggin' 4 years old.
Whatever.
Or even more insane, putting it on their damn scrambled eggs or a steak. I think any grown person who applies ketchup to a hot dog or a brat, or any grown person who applies ketchup to their eggs or steak should have to do time. Hard time.
Oh,
I'm
darn.
completely on board with that.
Here's where we're going with this. Down south Summers, a 28-year-old dode. Oh, cripes, what does it say here, Cubby? He goes by the name of Austin. He got himself arrested for something completely stupid and ketchup-related. This goat rodeo took place at the local bus terminal, don't you know?
Seen some things at bus terminals for sure.
You can get a good HJ over there.
Sure.
Can you really?
Yeah, reasonable price.
I haven't seen that.
At the local bus terminal. Word is this Austin fool was unconscious, sprawled out on a bench or something there at the bus terminal.
Now, I've seen that at a bus terminal for sure.
Yep.
A guy named Carlos walked on over to Austin to see if the poor bastard was still breathing.
That's nice.
Carlos didn't know Austin at all. They're complete strangers. But Carr to the Los is a caring guy. He was concerned. So, my guy Carlos walks on over, and he shook Austin around a little bit to see if the prick was still taking in oxygen. Stupid Austin came undone. And he threw an opened ketchup packet at the Los, and F me running, that left poor Carlos with 2 ketchup stains on his jacket.
Oh, God, I'm bleeding out.
You dick, Carlos said. I was just trying to see if you were okay. The police came on over, and they upped and arrested Austin for battery.
Battery.
Now, probably, this is just my guess, Cubby, probably because they knew that Austin was like a career dick.
It's got to be, right?
Because it says here Austin had a previous battery conviction on his record.
I mean, if you throw a bottle of ketchup at somebody, that could do some damage. But, the packets. Boy, those were fun stomping on those, weren't they?
Oh, my gosh,
sending-
yeah. I forgot about that.
The ketchup rocket.
That was fun, yeah.
I never played that game because of my aversion to ketchup.
Oh, really? Like, we would get buddies with it. Somebody be standing there, you'd go up next to them, you'd load it, and then stomp on it, and it would spray all over the guy. Although sometimes there was collateral damage and you'd take out your own ankle. I've had that happen before.
I was
the
gonna
one
say,
that was covered in ketchup.
Yeah, but buddies would do that, and they would have like fresh Jordans on, and then they would get their Jordans covered in ketchup. It's like, was that worth it for you?
You could do it without. I mean, you could have a perfect shot, but sometimes you're right; it would get all over you.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh Jordans, he says. I don't know that crowd. Anyway,
Rich kids.
Austin should have kept from wetting his pants. I mean, all Carlos was trying to do was check on him to make sure he was okay.
Must have been on something, right? Paranoid.
Well, here's what it says, Josh. He had a previous battery conviction on his record. And so, as I understand it, his silly little grade school ketchup attack was upgraded to a felony. Austin also had a bag of dope on him. So he's going to have to answer for that, too.
Yeah, I bet he was under the influence of some of that dope. Does cocaine make you paranoid? I guess I don't know.
No, not really.
I don't know.
I know I've heard it makes you just energized.
Oh, I always heard it made you
Feel a little
wildly.
pumped.
I never did booger sugar, but I heard it made you wildly paranoid.
I don't think so.
Carlos is still a little pissed off about this.
Yeah, I'd be pretty confused. Like, I'm trying to
Yeah.
help, man.
Sorry.
He says he'll get over it. He said ketchup is for little sissies, he said.
Did he really?
Yeah. No.
You know what's even worse than ketchup on eggs is ketchup in mac and cheese.
Stop it.
It's just awful.
I'll puke my guts out.
I didn't know
Sounds good.
people did that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the new guy in the corner, I will puke.
I've accidentally gotten it on my mac and cheese when I, pair it up with chicken nuggets or something, and it's not bad, Josh.
Oh, it sounds pretty gross to me.
And the people that wear the shirt said, I put ketchup on my ketchup.
I do love ketchup. It's so salty. Oh, I love the salt.
But, I was thinking about if you get it stuck on your clothes like poor Carlos did there, that reeks. Like old ketchup is the worst. If somebody leaves a plate out or something.
Oh, you're
on
right.
there-
Oh,
You're
I
right.
hate when a plate gets left out.
I dealt with
It's
that.
hard to get off in the sink.
Josh, I know that smell because my
it's awful.
friggin' stupid brother is a ketchup guy. He puts it on every damn thing, and it's repulsive, and he doesn't pick his plate up, and you can smell it 3 days later. Speaking of those little packets, nothing put me off my appetite. Is that the right way to say it? Nothing ruined my appetite more than just looking at those little packets of ketchup or the little packets of mayonnaise. I also have a terrible aversion to mayonnaise. The little packets of relish.
I always thought that was kind of cool.
I use the heck out
God.
of those. I love any type of condiment.
Gross ski.
People are saying if you like SpaghettiOs, you'll like ketchup and mac and cheese. To me, that's different. But well, I guess maybe I shouldn't say anything. I've never had ketchup and mac and cheese, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
SpaghettiOs doesn't taste like what I'd imagine it would taste like.
Watching someone pump ketchup or relish onto their hot dog at the ballpark, it takes everything for me to not run for the exits.
Or when they have the glass bottle at a restaurant and somebody's like putting the knife in there to try to get it going, it's just gross.
I'm so glad when we did that last thing at the Wyzetta Legion, Nick. I'm so glad I wasn't there because they were serving hot dogs, and you would have just been disgusted with me because I want everything on
I'm
it.
sure.
Would
Do you
have
like
slapped
put-
it out of your hands, Ashley.
Do you like putting like onions and chili and stuff like that? Like make a chili dog, sucking on a chili dog, Nick? Or is it you just want it plain?
I'll take onions and chili.
Yeah, that's
But,
good stuff.
Well, that's good at least.
8 times out of 10, like I've said before, I want to taste the beaks and feet. I want to taste that, what we're told to be just the worst processed meat in the world, right? I like the natural flavor of the beaks and feet. But yeah, every once in a while when I'm feeling mental, I'll put some chili on that pig. I had a thought and I lost it.
Well, while you think of that, 80s made me, 90s raised me. She's said, if you've ever dipped your grilled cheese in ketchup, that's what mac and cheese with ketchup tastes like.
Oh, it's so good.
I do like that. I've done that before. Dane, I'm sorry.
You just disappoint me. man.
I know. You gave me this look, and now I feel terrible.
I love you so much, but you're really hurting my soul right now.
I'm not a big
Lame.
ketchup guy, but I have done that, and I admit that's pretty good. Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. I do love mac and cheese. Shoot, I lost the text, so I wish I could give the person credit, but they said, okay, I don't have a name here. I can understand why someone would put ketchup in mac and cheese. You put hot dogs in mac and cheese, you got to put the ketchup in there. Even in the
Friggin'
mac and cheese, the hot dogs
terrible.
get ketchup.
Terrible people.
Wasn't it Honey Boo Boo's mom that her spaghetti was just spaghetti noodles and ketchup?
Oh.
Or was that a
really?
joke?
Oh, I hope it's a joke because that's repulsed
not
me.
right.
I'm going to look it up. Honey Boo Boo.
What was the scandal here?
So Honey Boo Boo, are you familiar with her? She was
I've
a reality TV star.
I've heard it said out
Is
loud.
it Mama June? Is it? I never
sounds
watched the
right.
show.
Honey Boo Boo was a little kid.
Yeah, was like a dance mom show or something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it was dance.
Okay, I didn't watch it, but they would. I've heard people talk about how Mama June's spaghetti was just she'd make spaghetti noodles, and instead of spaghetti sauce, it'd be ketchup on top of that. Mom's spaghetti.
Sounds terrible.
Jail.
I remember my thought now. I am a mustard guy. I'll put
I love mustard.
Mustard on a sandwich.
I just recently started to come around to mustard.
I'll put it all over my wiener. But you know what happens now and again? This just went sideways on me a few days ago. I cooked myself up a couple of delicious microwave hot dogs. I could smell the lips and a-holes while the hot dogs were cooking in the microwave. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world. And then so I decided to put some mustard on top of those Weenskis, and I didn't shake up the mustard enough. And when I squeezed the mustard bottle, not only does that mustard crust come flying out and lands on my hot dog. I hate the mustard crust.
The worst.
But because I didn't shake it up enough, I got that mustard water.
Oh, yeah. I'm always very careful about that with mustard.
I'm not as careful.
I'll peel the scab right off that mustard. I shake that thing up real good.
Scab.
Do you like a variety
Mustard
of
scab.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that crust.
I'm stupid. I should have taken my time. What was your question?
Do you like a variety of mustards? I sure do.
No, I don't. No, what I mean is I'll take
Dijon.
whatever. I'll take whatever you got, but I don't have 7 different flavors in the fridge.
Yeah, I got a few in there.
I just got the yellow bucket.
Yeah, I like the regular, the Dijon, like you said, the hot and spicy. Oh, you know that hot mustard you can get at like a Asian restaurant? That's good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
You ever had that, Nick?
Well, I love the hot mustard they have at McDonald's.
I was going to say that's the best.
I slam my chicken McNuggets in there.
This person says, my mom used to make macaroni and then lightly mix ketchup and pepper, and that was it. Oh. Dana's going to die.
Physically ill.
Nick's not wrong. When he said Dana can't stand the sight of it, we went out to dinner once, and somebody ordered something with ketchup on it, and he was like horse blinders. He was putting his hand up to not see it. That's when I realized how bad it was for you.
Oh, I had to completely shift my body away from what was happening on that plate right there.
You look like you were going to barf.
Uh-huh.
And I agree with you, Barsaw G. Oh, wait, no. I guess I didn't read all of it. Barsaw Jesus said spicy brown mustard on cheap frozen pizza is bomb. I love spicy brown mustard, but I don't think I'll throw it on pizza.
Here's a text message, 68685 and a half. Go ahead. What's our number again?
651-989-9393 and a half.
That's the Luther Bloomington Kia text line, right?
Yes, it is.
We're getting texts on all the disgusting things that you people do to your food. Ketchup and mayonnaise on a hot dog. That's friggin' terrible. But this one, I mean, come on. You're joking, right? Ketchup on one of the most perfect foods known to man. Ketchup on a chicken pot pie.
Oh, get out of here!
Are you
right.
are you currently incarcerated or something? For are you in an insane asylum or something? How could you say something like that? All right, we got to move on, or someone's gonna puke.
Yeah, a couple of people have texted in and said that.
Chicken pot pies are one of God's greatest creations.
Oh, they are so good. You guys I might be wrong about something I said yesterday, and I usually am wrong. But my wife, I told her if she ever had a restaurant for the food she makes herself, you would never need a reservation. Because this is what she brought. Like, she makes food for all of us, and it's great. But for the stuff she makes for herself, it's so nothing to it. So here we go. Just like chicken breast with nothing on it.
No seasoning at all?
I take it back. I'll finish. Yeah, so chicken breast, green beans, sweet potatoes, and black beans with just salt and pepper on it. Like nothing else.
Get rid of the beans, and that sounds pretty good.
You'd eat that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I need a little more.
Maybe a little bit of Tabasco sauce. That would help it out.
What? Give me the whole schmear again.
So just like plain chicken breast.
Right.
Green beans, black beans, sweet potato, and I forgot if there's something else in
My
there.
brother ate the exact same meal, minus the green beans, the black beans, and the sweet potato.
Yeah, the clean eaters.
It's that live forever, I want to be a weightlifter.
Just salt and pepper.
Yeah, it's silly. All right. Next up, we got something here about mushrooms. A story out of China. Now, I don't know much about those psychedelic mushrooms. I tried them once when I was 18, and I took no further interest. Beer was always enough for me. What I'm gathering here is that there's a mushroom in China, and people like to chomp them up. And every once in a while, one of those people absolutely trips balls, and they end up hallucinating that there are tiny human beings running up and down, climbing the walls and whatnot. They hallucinate and see little tiny peoples everywheres.
Ashley, it seems to be the most experienced with trying different things when it comes to that which is illegal. Have you tried mushrooms before?
Yeah. Oh yeah, plenty of times.
Duh, Josh.
Well, those aren't so crazy anymore. Now people like microdose like crazy. The last time I did them wasn't too long ago. Me and my husband went on a golf trip, and for the first early morning tea time, we decided to microdose some shrooms, and it was one of the best days I've ever had.
Have you ever hallucinated from taking something like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've never had a bad trip. Thankfully, it's always been a happy moment.
I have a feeling mine would be awful. Like, just totally disturbing. You'd have to lock me up.
Horrifying.
Your paranoia would take over, Josh.
Yeah, I'd be over there in St. Peter in no time.
You'd be screaming and scratching out your own eyes.
Yeah, that's my fear, even about any drug. Just not knowing how I'd react to something like that.
So, again, these are mushrooms that are sold in markets and on restaurant menus over there in China. You know, I felt the need to be specific. These aren't meant to be, I guess, a psychedelic drug, but if you don't cook them properly, you will come uncorked and spend the rest of the night running for your life from little tiny people that aren't really there. And what's remarkable about this is that everyone who trips on this one style of mushroom, they all see the exact same hallucination. Tiny, evil, 6-inch tall people.
You know, that's kind of cool. I mean, imagine if they could tailor-make a hallucination, right?
Yeah.
You say, I want to be chased by 6-inch nutcases, and they've made it, or whatever that might be. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be.
I want to hallucinate that I'm trying to survive a face sitting by Lindsay Lohan.
Right. The only way to survive the cold is by 5 Sydney Sweeney sitting on your face. That's exactly right.
But isn't that interesting? It is to me, knowing very little about these wacky drugs. You'd think that one guy would see spiders, the next gal would see dead relatives, the next guy would see, a giant talking butt plug or something. But, and I know what you're saying. You're saying you're a giant talking butt plug. But everyone hallucinates the same thing.
Yeah, that's very strange.
One hospital in China say they treat hundreds of these cases every year. People in a panic. They think that tiny human beings are going to kill them. There's a name for this mushroom. I can't say it. They're very flavorful. But again, if you don't cook them right, you will climb the walls to escape 6-inch tiny people. Most folks who have had a problem, they suddenly see these little humans climbing up and down their clothes. They see them on their dishes when they're trying to have a meal. Unfortunately, the hallucination is even more vivid when they close their eyes. You try to close your eyes to escape the tiny...
I bet I could take about 3 6-inch tiny humans.
3 max.
Yeah. Well, I think any more than that, they'd flank me.
Well,
I'd be
yeah.
in some serious trouble.
Did you see?
As in a fight.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly thought you were talking sexually.
Oh.
I don't know why, but
finally, I look massive.
It makes me think of Night at the Museum. Is that what it's called?
Never saw it.
Ben Stiller movie
with all those like tiny little people and they attack him. Yeah. If they team up, you're screwed.
Yeah, I think I could keep track of 3. After that, I'd be in some serious trouble.
This all sounds horrifying. Mushroom madness, they call it. And if you don't cook these mushrooms, it'll get you. Also, if you trip balls on this garbage, pack a lunch. Doctors say you'll be smooth off your rocker for a good 12 to 24 hours.
Doesn't that freak you out? Ashley, weren't you worried about that? Because it's mushrooms, right, where there's just nothing you can do? right?
What do you mean?
Like you can't.
Once you're gone, you're gone.
Yeah, you just have to wait for it to be over. Is that correct?
Yeah, usually with any psychedelic, that's the situation. You just got to ride the wave.
Yeah, there's nothing you can take, nothing you can do. That's what I've heard.
But when I would partake in those kind of things, it's when I, had the kind of job that it wasn't every day. Like it's when I was serving and or bartending. So I knew, like, all right, I've got the next 24 hours to do whatever the heck I want.
Scaffolding Judas said that he ate a whole mushroom candy bar, went to the new 3D Avatar movie, and had a blast.
I bet that sounds fun.
It does.
Do you feel high, Ashley, or drunk, or what? Like, how do you feel?
Oh, I guess.
Do
it's
you
just
feel
good.
like we do?
I can tell it's
Peter Frampton, 1976. Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
can tell it's happening. But I guess like nothing too crazy out of the ordinary. Like it's definitely not like the movies, how they make it seem. Some people have had trips like that. The biggest piece of advice I got before I ever tried anything was not to look in the mirror for too long, because you can get lost just like staring at yourself in the mirror. That's happened to a couple of my buddies where it's like 2 hours have passed. Where are they? Oh, they're looking in the mirror in the bathroom.
And Bloody Mary's in there somewhere.
Yeah, she's waiting to come out. Come on, say it a third time.
Yeah, everyone's different. DJ Craig has texted the show. If you're wondering, where Craig at? He's right here, DJ Craig. He said he once took some of those psychedelic mushrooms and he threw up black sludge.
Oh my gosh.
Hours and hours he was lying on the floor, sweating, throwing up black sludge. He thought he was going to die. Never again. I was messed up for days.
I think those were the wrong kind of mushrooms
Well,
there.
how the hell is he supposed
Did
to
you
know
get
if they're the-
poisoned? Did you just go to the forest?
He just bought
pick
some
up?
mushrooms. He's just trying to get high, Craig.
So, like they'll say when you take an marijuana edible, and, take just a little bit if you're new to it or whatever. What do you do for do you eat a whole mushroom? Like, what do you do for that, Ashley?
Well, I'm trying to. The only time I ever dosed myself was when I microdosed. Otherwise, other people have made me a sandwich. But it was always a little bit more than I expected it to be. But microdosing, it's barely anything.
Really?
Put down the drugs, everybody.
That's probably a good idea.
Jesus, criminy.
Mushrooms are a summertime drug.
Kind of like a mint julep is a horse racing drug.
The winter's for acid.
So, people are saying you can get them at tobacco stores?
Yeah, they sell those chocolate bars and stuff like that.
I
everywhere.
didn't know it was legal.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, I don't, there's weird terminology for what's actually going on.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, give me a can of Copenhagen and
I'm good with Diet Dew.
some mushrooms that are going to make me climb the friggin' tallest building in town.
If you bought mushrooms, I bet the person behind the counter would be like, this guy, I don't know.
I got a question for you, jackholes, to move on here with today's Stupid News Report. Have you ever sold anything on what they call here Facebook Marketplace?
Sure.
I've given stuff away on it, but I have not sold anything.
What'd you sell, Dana? Go!
My wife has sold some furniture and bar stools and stuff like that.
I've seen that stuff.
Pieces of furniture, you say.
Yep.
See, the reason I don't is because I know all my friends are going to see it. I don't know why. It makes me feel uncomfortable. You don't need to know that I'm trying to sell a table.
Oh, really? That makes
I don't know why.
I like to make it extra shady and go on Craigslist. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's where I met my wife. You tried a couple times, Nick, right? You and your wife.
We did?
Wasn't that when you got your stools stolen?
Oh.
Wasn't that a Facebook Marketplace transaction?
You'd have to ask my wife, but probably, yeah.
Because you were trying to sell them, right?
We did sell them.
Yeah.
A lady agreed to buy them. Money was changed hands via that, what's the word these days?
Maybe
Venmo,
Venmo or
Cash App.
something?
Let's go with Venmo. Money exchanged one side to the other. And my wife told the lady, the bar stools will be outside on our driveway. And the lady showed up. Bar stools were gone. The lady showed up the lady who bought them showed up to pick them up and said, yeah, where are the bar stools? My wife said, well, they're right there at the end of the drive. But some low-life prick stole them. They maybe were on our driveway for 20 minutes.
That's amazing.
But we've had this conversation. We had a big conversation when it happened. They must have been too close to the end of the driveway, so people thought they were free. There was no sign on the stools saying free, but people are scumbags, so they stole them. We don't need to get into that.
Have you ever had somebody in the neighborhood with giving away something for free and it sat there forever?
Oh, yeah.
We had somebody try and give away a stroller, I think, for 2 summers in a row.
Yeah.
I think.
Just bring it and just throw it away.
throw it away.
Go to the
But,
dump.
Yeah, if you're going to get directions to my house, it's, just take a left at the stroller. I know that's going to be there.
Seriously.
I've heard before, like, sometimes you're better off selling something for $5 than giving it away for free.
Yeah.
Where somebody just assumes, oh, it must have some value. They're trying to get $5 out of it.
When it comes to selling things to strangers, I feel like I'm lucky to be alive because when I was 6th, 7th grade,
Oh my gosh.
I would, anyway, I would routinely bike to the Burger King to trade WWF VHS tapes with grown adults.
Yeah, Dana, dude, you were getting groomed and you didn't even know.
I don't know how I'm not. I don't know how I didn't end up in a trunk.
Well, I think they took one look at you and thought, this kid's not fitting in a trunk. He's way bigger than we thought. I mean, maybe a truck bed.
You're lucky you're not
Crazy.
part of a cult right now or
I know.
something.
Yeah, you'd be the mushroom expert on this show.
It is seriously amazing that I'm alive right now.
Your poor parents.
Oh, they had no idea.
That probably stresses them out to hear that now.
Oh yeah, they're listening. They're crying.
Oh.
Dana's standing there next to his 10-speed bicycle. Here you go. And a grown man wearing sweat shorts, I imagine, and a tank top, and he's just greasy, says, "So you're sure this has all of WrestleMania 3 on it?" "Yeah, it's got all of WrestleMania 3 and 4 on here, and a special interview with the Iron Sheik." "Is that the time when Lord Alfred Hayes interviewed Iron Sheik?" "No, it's Vince McMahon interviewing it, but it's all here." Meanwhile, the guy's fantasizing about you becoming his bride.
He's putting on rubber gloves.
Yeah, but there were too many people at the McDonald's parking lot, too many witnesses, so he let you go.
As he's talking, he's just setting out rope and duct tape, lining it all up.
Stop it. My cheeks hurt.
"Listen, what's the name again? Dana?" "Yeah. I'll give you a telephone call after SummerSlam. Maybe see if you have any other tapes that I can buy. Do you have swim shorts? I would like it if next time you trade videos with me, you're wearing swim shorts." "Oh, look in my closet."
Those tapes, Dana, were you stealing them from Blockbuster when you worked there?
No, it was, tapes. You'd order a pay-per-view and record it on a VHS tape, that type of thing.
That's pretty funny.
What the hell are we talking about? Oh, my God, look what time it is.
I don't even care what we were talking about.
Facebook Marketplace.
There you go.
Here's one way to do it. Here's one way to toss your life into the toilet via Facebook Marketplace. Do what this kid did, a 24-year-old in Missouri. He's all done. He was effing around on that Facebook Marketplace. Here's what he did. He sold the same 2 cars multiple times. So what he'd do is this here. He'd sell one of them cars and then immediately steal it back and then sell it again.
It's kind of smart.
His name is Mamadou. The cops in his neighborhood say that between May and June of last year, he sold 2 cars to at least 8 different people. He had himself a 2013 Honda Civic and a 2013 Buick Verano. He cut loose with the selling them and then stealing them back, and then selling them and then stealing them back over and over again, raking in bucks like a bastard. The cops caught on pretty easily, I'd say. They got 8 separate reports of the same 2 motor vehicles getting snatched. The people who got suckered paid cash. They got what they thought was a legit title for the car, and then next thing they knew, the damn car was stolen. Usually the day after they bought the pig, it would be stolen. And then he'd sell it again.
I mean, creative.
Mamadou. He got caught after he tried to sell. He stopped paying attention for a minute. He got caught when he tried to sell the same car to the same buyer twice.
Yeah, he's just some of the details he needs to work on, but overall, the umbrella of his scam wasn't too terrible.
No, and he probably had a spare set of keys, so it was very easy to steal.
But I mean, the first thing they're going to do is just look online for stuff like that. I know when our house was broken into, we had a few things stolen, and the cops were like, just keep an eye on Facebook, Craigslist, They had some sort of agreement with pawn shops where I don't know how difficult it is, but they said it's pretty tough to sell stolen items at a pawn shop nowadays. They do pretty good, making sure it's not stolen.
Well, because they don't want to risk it, because then if the cops come and confiscate it, they're out their money.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how accurate that is, but they said the same thing, just look for it. We never saw anything online. I mean, I spent like 2 years trying to find some of this stuff.
No, I was smart enough not to put the stuff I stole from your house online, Josh.
I know you're a smart guy. You avoid being kidnapped hundreds of times.
Hundreds.
Let me tell you something about this Mamadou kid. I told you he's all done. Again, he sold and stole the same 2 vehicles over and over again on Facebook Marketplace. He's looking at 98 years in prison. He's all done.
I guess so.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Hello? Can I speak with Dana? This is Dana. Who's this? This is Gary. Change of plans. Will you meet me at Taco Bell the next time we trade VHS tapes? I'm dying to try that Doritos Locos taco. Sure. I'll be right there. I don't know why you were so out of breath all the time.
He gets excited.
Yeah.
I like Taco Bell, too.
When it comes to WWF VHS tapes, of course.
Yeah. But the beans make me fart.
Oh.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Oh, here he goes. He can try to beat him with his legs. As Ellis runs after him, and May got there. Break May outraces the defender.
And the aggressive call by Josh McDaniels sends New England to the Super Bowl.
Oh, shut it. It's about time those Boston sports fans caught a break, though.
No kidding.
Yeah, there's 8-year-olds that are Patriots fans. I've never seen them win a Super Bowl. Can you imagine?
The New England pick. That was audio of yesterday's ball game. Drake May, the quarterback for the Patriots, he got a big first down. Maybe if Denver had a quarterback as well.
Yeah, I think Denver would have won.
Maybe
if
if
they would have.
Denver would have also had a quarterback. They might have.
That's all they needed. The one ingredient they were missing.
I knew we forgot something.
It's going to be the New England Patriots representing the AFC. Seattle Seahawks will be representing the National Football Conference, and we'll get to all that in great detail in a half hour when our 2 bros show up, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder. We're all set for the Super Bowl. Oh, it's got to be this coming Sunday, right?
Of course. They speeded right along.
Oh, wait a minute.
So stupid.
2 weeks?
I wonder why there is a break in between.
So they can do
Everybody
build the
gets
hype.
healthy and
the Pro Bowl and the hype, and so everyone gets to town a good week and a half ahead of time and spends all their money. You know, the host city.
probably a lot of that.
The
you're
host city wants everyone in town for a smooth week and a half so they can gamble and prostitutes and the whole thing. And, boy, the Timberwolves were unmitigated ass yesterday. Timberwolves. And they got to wake the hell up. They got to play Golden State again tonight. It was a terrible basketball game yesterday. Just terrible. But that's how it goes, Cubby.
Yeah, wasn't a lot of nice things written about them, that's for sure.
No,
Was that their
there-
5th loss in a row?
It's 5 in a row. Wasn't a lot of nice things written about.
It happens.
Yeah, of course, it certainly does. Our guests again in a half hour will be Randy and Brad. But don't go anywhere. More news coming up with Josh here in a few minutes.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Dana here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today, 763-571-2410, or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
The Inside of You podcast.
You're listening to Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum. Let's get inside of Sebastian Maniscalco.
This whole podcasting thing, right?
I was doing it before every actor and their mother wanted a podcast.
Did you wake up one day and go, I gotta talk to people? You're an actor.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
How do we make...
It happened by accident. I had no idea people would start listening. But when you're genuine, that's what attracts people.
The Inside of You podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
The Brotherhood, owners of the funniest thumbs in radio. Text us anytime at 651-989-9393.
At approximately 9:03 a.m. this morning, Minneapolis police received a report of a shooting involving federal law enforcement in the area of East 26th Street and Nicollet Avenue on the south side of the city. Officers arrived and found an adult male with multiple gunshot wounds when they arrived. Life-saving aid was being rendered, and he was transported by ambulance to Hennepin County Medical Center, where he was later pronounced deceased.
That was the voice of Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara commenting on a weekend federal immigration enforcement operation in Minneapolis, which left a Minnesota man shot and killed by federal agents. The death of 37-year-old ICU nurse Alex Preddy has sparked protests across the Twin Cities as state, city, and government officials dispute the version of events. Here's how several Twin Cities news organizations reported it and the reaction that followed.
Federal agents shot and killed a man near Nicollet and 26th Street in South Minneapolis around 9 Saturday morning, following weeks of tensions over a surge in ICE enforcement. The Department of Homeland Security says Border Patrol agents were looking for an undocumented man wanted for a violent assault when Preddy approached the agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, which he has a legal permit to carry. Video available right now does not show Preddy moving toward agents with a gun. The Hennepin County Sheriff and Minneapolis Mayor asked the governor to deploy the Minnesota National Guard to aid and reinforce law enforcement.
That was from WCCO. This aired on KSTP.
We begin with that breaking news tonight. 37-year-old Alex Preddy, a resident in Minneapolis, a U.S. citizen, also a registered nurse, shot and killed by a Border Patrol agent near 26th and Nicollet this morning.
And today, protests and vigils have been held all throughout the Twin Cities metro. Preddy was shot around 9 o'clock this morning in a busy area of Minneapolis, and multiple people were there taking video of the event. Tonight, federal and state officials, though, are disagreeing on exactly what happened.
Both sides blaming the other as tensions continue to rise.
On Fox 9.
A city already on edge, now faced with yet another deadly shooting by federal agents on the streets of Minneapolis. Now, this area is now the scene of a growing memorial for 37-year-old Alex Preddy, who was shot and killed after a confrontation with federal agents who were carrying out an operation in that area. Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bavino defended the agents, saying they fired because Preddy was carrying a loaded 9mm handgun and magazines full of ammunition. Minneapolis police say he did have a legal permit to carry a firearm. Now let's show you another angle of the shooting, and you can see the encounter with agents. We've slowed it down to show what appears to be a federal agent removing a gun and the agent running from Preddy before any shots were ever fired.
City officials say the goal now, overnight and into the morning hours and for the next several days, is to keep everything peaceful. That's the latest live in Minneapolis tonight.
And finally, from KARE 11.
Right now, a vigil is still underway in Minneapolis for 37-year-old Alex Preddy, who was shot and killed today by a Border Patrol agent at 26th and Nicollet in South Minneapolis. At the same time, protests are growing at the Whipple Federal Building. The governor activated the Minnesota National Guard to assist local police both at the site of the shooting and the Federal Building, where officials have squared off with protesters daily.
In the wake of the shooting and ensuing protests, several businesses announced temporary closures and some major events were canceled or postponed to ensure public safety. In addition, the NBA postponed Saturday night's Minnesota Timberwolves game against the Golden State Warriors, rescheduling it for yesterday afternoon.
The owner of the landscaping company told police he'd hired Keene just the day before and gave him clear instructions to plow 2 specific driveways, which never happened.
A Connecticut snowplow driver was plowing the wrong kind of snow last month after snorting cocaine and then blacking out moments before barreling across several properties and leaving behind a nearly 500-foot trail of destruction on his first official day on the job.
A coked up snowplow guy?
Yeah, he was fired on day one. 46-year-old Mark Keene veered far off course during what should have been a routine snowplowing run, remodeling local architecture along the way. His truck clipped a home's porch, then smashed through a stone wall and into a parked car, sending that vehicle through a garage door.
We saw that he had gotten out of the truck and he was at the end of the driveway, face up in the snow. And then we saw a police officer come and put like a yellow blanket on him, so we didn't know what had happened.
I mean, do you think like it's one of those things where he's trying to stay awake? You know, they work so hard during big snowstorms and they're working for so many hours.
Yeah, but to just like come out the gate day number one.
Yeah, day one, you think maybe you'd be on your best behavior.
Like you think you have some sleep.
Hopefully, he has a better day too.
Keene told police he ingested 3 bumps, quote unquote, of cocaine sometime after he had an argument with his girlfriend on the phone.
Oh no!
The next thing he knew, he said, was he was sitting in the plow truck in the driveway where police found him, just waiting for his coworkers to come help him shovel.
Cocaine rage.
He claimed he had no idea he had just been involved in a collision. He submitted to a field sobriety test, but halfway through, he suddenly began to foam at the mouth and turn blue. Police administered Narcan and rushed him to a hospital. On the way, he fought with first responders and had to be tied to a stretcher after he bit an officer's hands and arms. Toxicology results later revealed he treated his body like a fully stocked pharmacy. He had cocaine, benzodiazepines, and cannabinoids in his system.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
He liked to party.
Yeah, the old sample platter.
Yeah.
This guy was friggin' wasted on a bunch of different things, huh?
You just don't do it at work and not behind a snowplow.
I've had some adventures with my plow people before.
Like what?
Well, sometimes my lawn furniture would end up in the neighbor's yard. Some indecent exposure.
Have you? Oh,
yeah.
I bet it was pretty decent. Have you guys ever heard of mailbox hockey?
No.
Well, we used to play mailbox baseball.
Last week, it was National Mailbox Hockey Day. To recognize, you know what, sometimes accidents happen where a snowplow might take out an entire neighborhood of mailboxes. I've seen that happen once. Not the entire neighborhood, but just a couple of them, you know, the clustered mailboxes.
Yeah.
It's hilarious watching the mail fly in the air. It's like a cartoon kind of. Although you do feel bad for the person that did it.
My old plow guy and I were pretty good buds. He was an older cat, friends with my dad, and he liked to mess with me once in a while. He would, like I said, he would plow my lawn furniture a good 300 or 400 feet up into the air.
Oh, on purpose?
Yeah.
That would make me so mad.
While I was, he would only do this when he knew I was watching, you know, because this was all the comedy bit to him. Also, if he pulled into my driveway and he had to take a leak, he would often wait for me to look out the window and then urinate while keeping eye contact. He would open up the driver's side door and urinate in my driveway while keeping eye contact with me.
Power move. You're his bitch.
Yep.
I'm too pee shy for that, but that is a cool power move.
We had a lot of fun over the years.
Look at me while I pee.
Right.
A Nebraska woman's facing detention after getting drunk and behind the wheel of a school bus. 68-year-old Betty Johnson was a bus driver for the Norris School District in Lancaster County, Nebraska. She drove her morning bus route with 40 kids inside. After that, she had time to kill before her next scheduled route at noon and filled that time by filling herself with alcohol. She then drove the noon route and was scheduled to handle an after-school bus route as well. But at about 3:30 p.m. that day, right before her final route, school staff contacted the sheriff's office resource officer with concerns about her condition. A deputy made contact with Johnson and during that interaction realized Betty was noticeably wasted. She was given a breath test, which she failed. She had a .22 blood alcohol content, nearly 3 times the legal limit. When she was arrested, she was transported to her next destination by a sober person, a luxury the 40-some students she drove that day didn't receive.
I've been doing this job for 32 years now. I have never heard of a school bus driver being intoxicated, let alone this high.
Betty admitted to drinking after her noon bus route, which contained preschoolers, though it's unclear if she drank before the morning route as well. A spokesperson for the sheriff's office said, "We are very lucky she got caught and was not allowed to do the after-school one." The school district fired Johnson after her arrest.
That's not good.
It wasn't unusual for a Delaware man to try and impress a lady with his ride. But because that ride was a school bus, and he was a school bus driver, and she was a prostitute, it turns out people had a real problem with that. 62-year-old Alvin Rome was busted when a school district employee in Dover reviewed video from the bus for a totally unrelated investigation.
Did Alvin not know there was video on the bus?
He's got to know. He's the bus driver.
Does he not pay attention to meetings?
Maybe he thought that it wasn't working or they're never going to check this thing.
Sure.
But when the gentleman watched the video, he saw the hooker on the bus going up and down, up and down. The footage showed Rome picking up a prostitute on his school bus and taking an unsanctioned detour to Pound Town. Once parked, the school bus driver was shown in a steamy mid-anatomy lesson, engaging in sex acts with the sex worker and exchanging money for said acts. The exact time for the STD exchange wasn't given.
STD exchange?
I'm just guessing, playing the odds. And it isn't clear if he drove children that day, but what is clear is he's no longer an employee of that bus service.
Oh, Alvin.
Sometimes you just got to bang a hooker.
Yeah, you know, and we gave our bus driver so much crap, I wouldn't have blamed him for wanting to bang a hooker on the bus.
Just take some stress out.
He's earned it at that point.
A Pennsylvania man was rescued Wednesday after stealing a $30,000 harp, stripping naked, and leaping into the river outside the Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium in a situation that quickly got out of hand.
A naked man in a river or lake? Where did he dive
River.
into? Wow. And he's towing a harp with him?
He stole the harp.
Yeah.
He ended up leaving it on shore.
Oh, well, that's good. He didn't bring it in the water.
He wasn't swimming with the harp.
No.
Because, wow, that probably has never happened in the history of mankind.
Those things are like insanely heavy.
It turns out he can't even swim without the harp. That's why cops had to come.
Plenty of naked men have jumped into bodies of water, but with a harp. Okay, he couldn't swim?
No. First responders were called to Point State Park on Wednesday after reports of a man in the water who was having trouble staying afloat. According to public safety, the man arrived at the park with a $30,000 harp that was later determined to be stolen. He then disrobed and jumped into the river, leaving the stolen harp behind.
Did he know how to play the harp?
Didn't say. But this struck a chord with nearly every local rescuer in the area as a full ensemble of Pittsburgh EMS, River Rescue, Police, Bureau of Fire, and even rangers from the DNR responded. Emergency personnel were able to rescue the man and provide medical care before taking him to the Pittsburgh Trauma Medical Center and senior emergency attending physician Dr. Robbie. Police later located the owner of the harp, which they said was stolen from a residence nearby, and gave the instrument back. So far, the charges against the musical instrument thief appear to be minor.
Minor charges?
Yes, minor.
And you said it did strike a chord?
It did, yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And the owner of the harp got it back. Yes, it was tough to handle. A Florida man.
That one I don't follow.
Another composer. A Florida man
really?
Spent his Christmas in the clink after stripping naked and breaking into multi-million-dollar mansions to party. Yeah, where else would you want to party? The man found hiding in a garage wearing nothing was later identified as Vladimir, exposing his peener and natomeres. Vlad told police his clothes were in another mansion nearby, and sure enough, when cops went there, they found his clothing on the second floor. Officers also discovered the place was in disarray, and Vlad the Unclad was very, very drunk. The holiday cheer, it seems, didn't include an invitation, as police concluded Vlad had broken into both homes to drink booze and burglarize for his one-man party.
Well, it sounds like fun.
Just him.
Yeah, just him looking for something to do.
Dang.
The other guys are going to be here any second.
Yeah.
That reminds me. I don't know why this came across YouTube, but speaking of the other guys, I saw a blooper reel of all the different jokes they told about Dirty Mike and the boys.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I was thinking about recording it and bringing it in here, but I don't even want to cut it up. It's kind of long. It's absolutely hilarious. Maybe we can. Some of it's so dirty, but I kind of think it would skirt the rules enough we could. If you get some time, and obviously we all could use some humor during this time, take a look at that video. That got me. A couple of those descriptions, like the cop describing what happened in there.
Sure.
Oh,
I would love to hear some outtakes on Dirty Mike and the boys from the movie The Other Guys.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, bring it in for us.
Maybe I can get that done before the end of the show. Oh, is Dr. P coming in? He didn't get back to me.
Don't know.
I haven't heard from him.
Don't care.
It's a Dr. P day.
I assumed.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess we'll see.
Jay
We'll see if he shows up.
Jay Cutler.
A Central Florida man just out of jail for armed robbery couldn't resist the sweet, sweet allure of crime, finding himself drawn back into the same temptation which led to incarceration once more. Dexter Jackson was released from prison in November on robbery charges, and just weeks later, he was back in custody. Barely beyond the bars, he felt the familiar tug of misconduct and followed it straight back to where it started, fleeing from deputies after stealing from a Dollar General. It's a little deja vu because the new theft occurred only 15 days after posting bond on his previous arrest. Jackson's remarkably tight turnaround landed him back behind bars once again.
Dexter Jackson.
Yeah.
I would get ahead in life if I had a name that cool.
I like the name Dexter simply because of the show. But yeah, Jackson, that's a cool name as well.
He ruined it.
He did. He screwed it up.
He took a beautiful name.
He had everything.
Yes.
He started out life with an advantage that most of us don't have.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Dana?
Yeah, they weren't set behind the 8 ball like I was.
Today is Wayne Gretzky's 65th birthday. Hoping Wayne has a great one.
Yeah.
Sending condolences for Thule. Sadly, he lost his dad, Joe, over the weekend. Text in this morning. Nick and I have been there ourselves. I think it's tough at any age to lose a parent, so hope you and the family are doing as best as possible. And again, sorry to hear that. A Brotherhood shout-out from Jonathan to the whole water mitigation industry. I don't know if we've ever had somebody shout out an entire industry. Yeah. He works at Anytime Restoration in Apple Valley, said they've had 80-something cases of burst pipes last year.
Dude.
Which sounds like a royal pain in the ballcock. Happy 47th to Hank Williams Jr., Jesus, and that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder on the Half-Ass Morning Show.
Desperation for Stafford. 8 seconds left. Loading up near side Nakua. Is he out of bounds?
Oh, my God.
With 3 seconds.
Oh, he's
They're going to run the clock. That's going to do it. The Seahawks soar to Super Bowl 60.
Yeah, we're all set now. No more effing around. Hello to Randy Shaver calling in from Florida.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning.
And Brad Ryder calling in from wherever his wife allows him to call in from.
I'm in my office in the 15 degree below weather, Randy.
Hi, Brad Ryder. You're calling in from the office?
I am.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we're all set for the Super Bowl now, boys.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 60, they're calling it.
Man.
Where'd they come up with that one?
I don't know.
The Seattle Sea Ducks are going to represent the National Football Conference in this year's Super Bowl. Finally, Sam Darnold is above the law. He did it. Although I got a text here that says New England will for sure win the Super Bowl because Sam Darnold can't win the big games. He's just not that guy.
I disagree with that.
He just proved that he's that guy.
I hope that was a facetious note.
Yeah, they're being sarcastic. They must be.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, former Viking quarterback, I understand.
He played here?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did great.
Did well for the most part.
Okay. Why isn't he here anymore? Anyway.
She was a back and forth type deal yesterday in that ball game. They win 31-27 over the Los Angeles Rams. Darnold threw 3 touchdown passes. The Sea Ducks defense came up with a critical 4th down stop. I didn't get involved in this ball game until the beginning of the 4th quarter. And I think it was the very beginning of the 4th quarter that the Rams went on a very impressive drive. Was it 31 to? It was 31-27. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, nobody scored in the 4th quarter.
Right,
and they decided to go for it on 4th down.
Right.
I think some people, there's about a little less than 5 minutes left when they made that decision, and I think some people, including myself, was saying out loud, "Kick the field goal, get within a point. Chances are pretty good you get the ball back." But that really didn't happen. Seattle once they missed it on 4th down, Seattle controlled the ball and the clock basically the rest of the quarter, and it wouldn't have mattered to the Rams. They probably would not have had a chance to kick the field goal to win it.
Yeah.
But it was a really impressive drive by the Rams to start that 4th quarter.
Oh, for sure.
I thought for sure they were going to punch in some game-winning type touchdown, but the Sea
That's
Ducks
one of those
defense.
decisions you can see it either way. You can see them doing it either way. You know, you can kick the field goal and do what Randy said, but then if Seattle gets a couple 1st downs, the game's over. So you don't want to give them the ball back unless you got the lead. So
and I said that only because the Rams had all their timeouts left. They had all 3 timeouts, and if they kick a field goal, they get within 1 point with 5 minutes left. But as it turned out, they couldn't stop Seattle's running game down the stretch in the 4th quarter, and Seattle piled up the 1st downs, and that was basically it. So
the Sea Ducks will be heading off to that Super Bowl for the 4th time in franchise history. Their first appearance in the Super Bowl in 11 years. Oh, my God, how painful.
Yeah.
to have to wait 11 years.
That has to be one of the saddest sports towns around. 11 years. You know, nobody's more relieved that the Seahawks won than their cornerback. Is it Woolen? Was that his last name?
Yes.
Never heard of the guy.
Oh,
Could
man.
have screwed the whole thing
Like 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
What happened?
So he dropped to what could have been an interception.
Okay.
And then he has a dumb taunting. They're
Idiot.
On 4th and 12.
4th and 12. They're going to get punted to.
They
most
stopped them. Yep.
Yep. And so he's taunting the sideline. He gets called, so then it's 1st down, and then they target him immediately, and he gives up a touchdown. Next play. Yep.
I mean, taunting.
I think he should stay off social media for a while. I mean, lucky for him they won, but that was
lucky.
Not good.
How long have Boston fans been suffering since their last appearance in the Super Bowl? Does anybody know?
Well, Dana had a sobering stat earlier.
Yeah, there's 8-year-old New England Patriots fans that have never seen them in the Super Bowl.
No.
Yeah.
It's awful.
What is the correct?
I think it was 8 years ago the last time they were in the Super Bowl.
Yep. Okay.
And that's a city that never wins anything.
No.
So you gotta be happy for them, you know.
Right. They can't find a way to do anything right.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but these two clubs played each other in the Super Bowl. Oh, I don't know how many years ago. Well, was it the 11 years ago? Like I mentioned, the Seahawks haven't been there in 11 years. Was the Seahawks' last appearance in the Super Bowl when they called that horrible play on the one?
4th, yes.
Yes.
I believe so. In the on the goal line,
Yeah,
basically. Yes.
Malcolm Butler had the interception in the end zone.
What's his name? Mr. Unlimited threw an interception where they
Terrible
had
call.
Marshawn Lynch was murdering the Patriot. Right. Okay, so the last time these two teams met in the Super Bowl was that game where the Seahawks just screwed the pooch in the moment of truth.
Yep. 2015.
Okay.
Patriots won 28-24.
Yeah. Shocking ending in that game. I remember it very well. It sounds like we all do.
Yep.
Sam Darnold, 25 of 36 for 346 yards with no turnovers.
That's great.
Not
Matthew
sure
Stafford.
how you can play better than that.
No, you really can't. Matthew Stafford for the yes, go ahead, Randy.
I was just going to say against the team that last year embarrassed him in the playoffs when he was with the Vikings.
Yep.
I mean, they just absolutely dominated him. So I mean, he just looked fabulous. He really did look great, very comfortable.
The massive F-up for the Rams probably was that muffed punt.
Yes.
Oh, felt bad for that kid, too.
I did, too.
That was silly.
He was waiting for that football to come down, Ashley. He just tipped over.
Yeah, what happened? Was there a clothesline out there? Or what happened?
Who did they put in his place?
Kyron Williams.
Yeah, I kind of felt, I was like, oh, man, he had his chance. They just said, nope, you're not allowed back out there.
I mean, sometimes you ever been on a turkey farm? Sometimes those turkeys will stare up at the sky and they'll just get dizzy and tip over.
Yeah, the chickens that'll drown sometimes from looking up going, what the heck's falling on my head?
So I think the guy, he was staring up into the sky for so long, waiting for that football to come down, he just got dizzy, tipped over.
It had to have been, because it was very odd.
Matthew Stafford was great yesterday, too. Both those quarterbacks almost had identical stats.
Yeah,
they played great.
Very good.
Matt Stafford's a great. Now, maybe if the Denver Broncos would have had a more experienced quarterback working for them yesterday, they might have gotten it done.
Well, maybe, but the weather played a huge factor in the second half of that game. I mean, a huge factor.
It looked cold.
It deteriorated so fast in the second half, and it felt like if you scored once in the second half, that was going to be about it, because you just weren't going to get opportunities.
Both defenses played wonderfully, and you're right, the weather sure was a factor.
Yep.
The Denver Broncos had some kid named Stidger or whatever who hadn't started a game all season long. When she was all said and done, the New England Patriots won this year's AFC title game. They win 10-7.
The big second-guess moment in that game, too, in the first half when Sean Payton went for it on fourth down instead of kicking a field goal that could have put them up 10-0.
Take the points.
And exactly. You have to know that there's all kinds of weather forecasts out there. You had to know it was going to start snowing in the second half. I mean, somebody's got to tell you, take the points now, but bad decision.
Yeah, so New England became the third team in the Super Bowl era to win a conference championship with 10 points or less on the scoreboard. Some of you might remember.
Although if that game went to overtime, they'd still probably be playing it right now. The way they were not scoring and the way the snow was blowing.
Yep.
Buffalo beat Denver 10-7 in the 1991 AFC title game. We mentioned this not that long ago. This one, the Los Angeles Rams beat Tampa Bay 9-0 in the 1979 NFC Championship game. Mike Vrabel, the Patriots coach, is still brand new to that operation, right?
Yep.
It's his first year coaching that club.
Correct.
Yep.
Both kickers
won a Super Bowl
missed.
as a player there.
Say what?
He won a Super Bowl as a player there.
Oh, yeah, but we didn't acknowledge those Super Bowls because those were Tom Brady, Bill Belichick teams.
They don't count.
So this is his first real Super Bowl.
Sure.
Both kickers missed 2 field goals in the snowy conditions. It was a battle.
It was.
But the Massholes win again.
Great.
So 2 weeks from yesterday, we'll get to watch that game if you still care.
Oh, yeah.
So I looked this up. At the beginning of the season, the Seahawks had a 60-1 shot to just get to the Super Bowl, not even win it, just to get there. And the Patriots were 80-1. So, think about that this offseason when you're thinking about, well, who's favored to get to the Super Bowl, who's not. I mean, a 60-1 shot made it, and an 80-1 shot made it.
That's pretty good money being made by some lucky bastards out there, Brad Ryder.
Oh, yeah.
If you place those
how
bets.
How quickly teams can turn it around. We talk about that, too. In this league, teams can make a very stark turnaround in a hurry. You get the right coach and the right mix.
The right quarterback.
It can happen friggin' fast. It can happen. But now we got to wait 2 weeks. The great news, is this weekend will be the Pro Bowl. And none of us, come on, you can't get enough of that.
I can't wait.
The flag football game, Jesus, you got to belt me down when they play the flag football game.
The Pro Bowl is not till next Tuesday, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a Tuesday?
It's a Tuesday. That's how much they care about the Pro Bowl. They throwing it in on a Tuesday.
They used to always do it on a weekend.
Yep.
Well, the networks probably said we're not going to televise that garbage anymore. So
that's not going to be going up against Last Man Standing, is it?
You remember the name of the show.
I'll be watching Last Man Standing on Channel 45 next Tuesday night.
I'm forgetting. Who does it star?
Oh, it's one of the Wayans brothers.
No.
It'd be a much different show.
The Pro Bowl is next. Okay. So this is kind of funny. You know how folks constantly F each other sideways via social media with nonsense. And a buddy of mine was just clicking his heels at the American Legion the other night, pumped to beat the band because he read that George Strait was going to play the Super Bowl halftime show. It was all a joke. Someone decided to mess with, I don't know why you would do this.
Got all
but
excited.
Someone decided to mess with old country music fans and make some phony announcement on Facebook that George Strait. And so this buddy of mine's like, finally, a decent halftime show. George Strait's going to be playing the... And everyone said, no, that's phony. It's Bad Bunny. And he said, Bad who?
George Strait in Bad Bunny.
They do have those collaborations sometimes, right?
I hope George Strait pops out for that guy. That'd be great.
Maybe Bad Bunny will do a George Strait song. Maybe that's what he heard.
I've never seen a grown man eat tater tots so angrily than when he was informed that was, I guess, some kind of a social media joke.
At least he had those tater tots to comfort him in his time of need.
Those are good. Those will put a smile on anybody's face.
Exactly.
The Pittsburgh Steelers hired the Beaver?
They sure did.
How about that?
Yeah.
Shocked.
I thought that was a social media
Aaron
joke.
Rodgers around. It's a way to keep Aaron Rodgers around.
Yeah, was that the?
Oh, I forgot that.
Was that the motive? You think, or a part of it?
Might have worked into it a little bit. You never know.
Oh, I forgot about Karen and the Beaver being old buddies.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers hired the Beaver. That is something.
Anytime you can get a coach that the Cowboys fired, you got to do it.
Don't pass on that.
Yeah, it's just an opportunity.
I'll make a prediction that the Steelers' run of having consistent coaches for decades and decades probably just came to an end.
Yeah,
it did for sure.
I don't see him sticking around for 10 years.
I'd put the over/under at 2.5 years, Brad.
Yeah. I don't even give it that much.
I'm a fan of the Beav. I like his style. The Timberwolves had a very flat, lifeless effort yesterday at home against the stupid Golden State Warriors. It was just awful.
They've had a few of these now.
Yep. Hell, they lost by
5
25.
in a row they've lost.
They lost by 25 yesterday. It wasn't even that close.
Right.
No.
As Brad Ryder said, they've dumped 5 in a row, and they got to play the same Warriors club tonight. Something better wake these effing guys up pretty soon, or they're going to screw this whole thing up. It's their longest losing streak in more than 3 years. Yesterday was their lowest final score in more than 4 years. This was their first time scoring under 100 points this season. It was just a terrible, terrible performance. They turned the ball over 25 times. They were at or near 20 turnovers at halftime. It was just gross.
Yeah. As many big moves as the general manager has made the last couple of years over there, unless they get something turned around the next week to 10 days, something big is going to have to happen around the trading deadline. He's not going to sit around and watch this.
Yeah,
something big is going to have to happen.
Yeah, but what would that be? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't think a Kobe White at this point changes the dynamic of this basketball team. It would add a little bit of certainly some help to the bench. It would slide a DiVincenzo or somebody to come off the bench because the bench is awful. I mean, Naz Reid yesterday had no points in 25 minutes. There's just nothing there. They're getting no help from their bench, and that you can't play these guys. You can't consistently play these guys 35 minutes a night and expect to be fresh and ready by the postseason. You just can't. They've got to find a way to help that bench.
I'm going to say this, and I'm not advocating for this because I like him. I think he's a good coach, but you can't fire the players, and we've seen it before with other teams.
Oh, he's calling for his head.
I'm not.
Brad
but-
wants him out of town.
No.
You talking about?
I'm just saying. Don't be surprised.
Well, no one would ever be surprised from now until the end of time when a head coach gets fired, Brad. We're way beyond that. Anyone who follows sports knows there are no surprises anymore. Yes, the coach usually is the what's the term, Josh? The
fall guy.
Fall guy scapegoat. Yes. So, but you're talking about firing Finchy?
Get him a realtor.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Hey, I think you know a couple of realtors.
I love Finchy.
I mean, in Brad's defense, if the team doesn't respond to your continued discussions about playing defense and, playing with an attitude and showing up.
I love you, Finchy.
What else do you do? So,
yeah.
I mean,
this is what they normally do.
I'm not saying this is where they are, but they've got to be careful here. If they keep losing games,
don't go.
They could find themselves easily in the play-in game situation, and that would not be good. This team is much better than that.
If Brad gets what he wants and Finch is fired ruthlessly, he would land on his feet pretty quickly. Finchy would.
Yeah.
What do you think of the theory of our old pal Smiling Don that worked here on where the blame should go?
I'm not sure what you mean.
He maybe he actually was worried about the condition of his fans when he crashed into a wall.
Oh, yeah.
Making sure they took it okay. Who's the person that said, I don't want to blame the fans? Was that a wrestling
That was
thing?
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. Are the fans to blame somehow?
The Timberwolves fans might be to blame. You didn't factor that in, did you, Brad? You just want Finchy out of town.
I said that knowing that I was going to get that backlash, but that's okay.
Please don't go, Finchy. Yeah.
We don't care what Brad says about you. We like you, Finchy.
one of the hardest I ever laughed at television wrestling was way back in Kurt Angle's heyday in the WWE, where he had won the championship and he was returning home to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to defend the title. And he dropped the title. I forget to who. And his family is in the audience. I mean, they kept showing the family just loving every second of watching Kurt in the ring with the belt. He loses the belt. After the match, somebody puts a microphone in his face and said, Kurt, what happened out there? And Kurt said, I don't want to directly blame the fans.
That's such a good line.
But I don't think they supported me the way that Timberwolves fans could be to blame for this 5-game losing streak. I suppose that's something we need to explore.
They got to look into that.
It's been awful, though. I mean, they better get something going tonight, or we're talking UGLY. You ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
You ugly.
Right. The Dallas Mavericks couldn't make it to Milwaukee yesterday for their game against the Bucks because the winter weather kept their team plane from taking off.
Man.
Yeah. Out of Dallas.
Dallas got smoked by a big fat-ass winter storm. It delayed everybody and their mama at the airport, including an NBA team plane filled with entitled douchebags. A makeup date was not announced. I'm sure you don't care when the Mavericks and Bucks will squeeze this game in, but yesterday's game in Memphis between the Denver Nuggets and the Memphis Grizzlies was also postponed. The weather in Memphis is awful, too.
Right.
Well, I just hope the rescheduled dates don't overlap with the Pro Bowl because I'm busy that night.
Yeah, well, you have to get your VCR out.
Dana, do you want me to text you when I get the new schedules?
Please do,
okay.
yeah. This is kind of the biggest stressor in my life right now.
Around here, it's colder than a well-digger's ass in brass boxer shorts. South of here, they're just getting pumped with snow, and as you know, they're not as prepared for that kind of thing as we are.
10 snowplows in the state.
Yeah. A lot of folks have been having fun with this on social media. It's become a meme, if that's the proper word. I'm not sure. One of my new favorite gimmicks, the basket brawl.
There's a lot of them lately.
Fighting at a youth basketball game is so hot right now.
Yep.
There was a junior high basketball game happening in Kentucky.
Some middle schoolers, yeah.
Middle school game.
Relaxed.
The majority of the kids out there have actually no idea how to play basketball.
Yeah, they're just doing it because their parents made them.
Right. And it went sideways, coaches and parents and even a kid or two wrestling around on the court. You've seen it a million times over. What everyone's having fun with is the announcers for the number one. What do you mean, announcers for a junior high? But there are play-by-play announcers with these thick Southern accents calling this madness that's unfurling in front of them. And I guess what everyone is enjoying is how laid back their approach is, even though they're watching a colossal disaster.
And here we go. Let's get out of here. Let's get the ball game. Hey, look here. This ball game's got to get over. We're going to end our live feed. This game has got to come to an end.
And then eventually someone on the court that they know by the name of Ryan gets tased by the police.
And they almost seemed like, yeah, it's just kind of what happens to Ryan.
And they just tased Ryan.
Yeah, there we go.
They just tased Ryan.
Oh, no.
Happened again.
Yep.
Friggin' Ryan.
Well, you knew if a fight.
They just tased Ryan.
You knew if a fight broke out that Ryan was going to get tased. This is how it goes.
And after the fact, I bet Ryan listened to this audio and said, you know, you boys didn't seem too bothered by the fact that
I could have hit my head. Ryan did go down like a sack of potatoes. That's usually what happens.
Ryan saying, that was your reaction to me getting tased?
Not oh no or anything.
And they just tased Ryan.
Yeah, there you go. It sounds like he's lifting a cigarette to his mouth, like he's just...
Oh, man. They do sound like, well, this is just par for the course. We see this all the time.
There goes Ryan.
Hit the taste again.
Here's tased Ryan.
There he go. Who? Ryan.
And they just tased Ryan.
I like the line, too, where he says, look here, this ball game's got to get over. That's fun.
And he also kind of talked like everybody knew who Ryan was.
Right.
You know, the viewers. And maybe it's that small of a town.
That thick Southern accent makes me think of one of my favorite stories ever told to me by a listener. I don't know, a few years ago, a listener texted in. We must have been talking about the South. And a listener texted in and said when he was at boot camp, they were training on how to throw a grenade. The drill sergeant ordered each member of the platoon, taught each member of the platoon that once they pulled the pin, the drill sergeant demanded that each of them shout, "Heads up, I'm throwing a grenade," right? Over and over again, each member of the platoon shouted that loud and clear before they tossed the grenade. Well, next up, according to our listener, next up to toss a grenade was a dude from the deep South with a thick accent and many, interesting styles when it came to speaking. He was from the deep South and had these little speaking habits. And what's the word I'm looking for, Josh?
I like that. Just, the vernacular's
crutches, Anyway, slang is the word. He had very deep Southern slang. So, next up was the guy from the Deep South. The listener told me that even the drill sergeant had to laugh when the dude from the Deep South, just being himself, when he pulled that pin, he hollered, "Heads up! I'm about to throw me one of these here grenades." Boom, and everyone fell down laughing.
I like it when somebody with a thick accent, Southern accent, gets worked up. If you watch Cops enough, you'll hear some of that. It's just, for whatever reason, it adds some comedy, some levity to the situation.
Heads up, I'm about to throw me one of these here grenades. Yeah. This past Friday night, as part of hockey weekend or what, it used to be hockey day, now it's a full week, hockey month. Friday night, the Iowegian Wild and the Milwaukee Admirals played an outdoor game there in Hastings. Two American Hockey League clubs. The Iowegian Wild obviously are an affiliate to our own Man Bear Pigs NHL Hockey Club. The Admirals are the farm club for the Nashville Predators. At puck drop, she was around 8 below zero.
Oh, boy.
With a wind chill of 30 below. So they say
my.
this was the coldest professional hockey game of all time.
Wow.
Even colder than the one in Mystery, Alaska?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Not on a Monday. I shouldn't have done that.
No. Why?
They had to put baked potatoes in their skates to keep them warm.
Dana, did you just make a reference to one of the worst disasters Hollywood has ever vomited up? A supposed, and I'm using air quotes, hockey movie called Mystery Alaska. Is that what you just did?
That's what I just did.
Heads up. I'm about ready to throw here one of these grenades.
I have not seen Mystery Alaska.
It's pretty good.
Baked potatoes, you say?
Yeah, they heated up baked potatoes. They put them in the skates to get them warm before they, took them out and put their foot in.
Man, never heard of that one. Anybody venture? I mean, Randy, you're exempt. You're in a nicer climate right now. Anybody venture out this weekend? I didn't leave the house.
Nope.
Got home from work Friday.
yeah.
Did not go anywhere.
Yeah, I left my house
tried.
to go to somebody else's house, but for the most part, I was inside.
Yeah, it looked bad.
Oh, we did end up going to lunch
out
on
a couple
Sunday, but other than that, the only time I went outside was to take the trash out.
It was pretty cold.
Did you throw
honestly-
away Mystery Alaska? Because Nick wants you to throw that movie right in the trash.
No, I'm saving it for him.
I don't think it was that crazy on Saturday because there was no wind. So if you were, I'm talking like you could probably be outside for 10 minutes at a time, but
It was
not
pretty
freeze to the ground.
yeah,
pretty
anything
brutal.
past that, you're screwed.
I left yesterday just to go. I didn't really have anywhere to go, but I went a couple places just to go for a walk indoors, just to get out.
Yeah, I'm nursing bed sores. I probably should have done something like that too.
Speaking of hockey now, and hockey portrayed on television or on a big screen, it says here now, the success of a television series called Heated Rivalry, a show about a couple of dude hockey players who fall in love and have sex.
I heard it's very hot stuff.
The popularity of that there program has caused more and more people to search online for hockey-related porno movies so they can spank off.
It's weird.
Stayed on hockey.
They're also saying like they believe there's an uptick in viewership and
Yes.
people attending games because of this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got lost there for a second. Who's they? The NHL is saying, or someone saying there are more people going to National Hockey League games
Yeah,
now?
they think that there's some tickets are being sold
Wow.
from people who are new to hockey because they watched this movie.
When you said viewership, I thought you meant on the porno channel, like on Pornhub.
Oh,
But you mean hockey in general is seeing a push of interest because of this television.
Apparently so.
That's very interesting.
And aren't they going to be doing something with the Olympics, the stars? I thought they had some.
Oh, yes,
Shoot, I should have saved the story.
What was it? Oh.
Dude hockey players, that's the plot of the movie, and they fall in love. It can happen. When I was playing beer league, there were a few of my teammates who made an advance or two. Searches for hockey on Pornhub are very popular right now, and it's the ladies
Yeah. Uh-huh.
who are getting all turned on by this, from what I'm reading.
I mean, how much hockey porn content is there on Pornhub?
I would imagine very little.
I would think, be a couple videos tops.
Let me check it out.
Like you haven't already done the research.
Do some research. Yeah.
State
In
of
the name of research.
I am 18 or older, yes.
I love that foolproof method of detecting if you're over 18 or not.
Oh, there's plenty of hockey porn on
Is there
here.
really? Like,
yeah.
what kind of stuff are we talking about here?
Cutest little hockey fan lets all the players score.
Oh, man.
Is Lanny McDonald in there anywhere?
Not that I can see.
Does Lanny McDonald look like a porn star? Is Dennis Marook in there anywhere?
Oh, yeah, he's right here.
Dennis Marook also looked like a porn star when he was playing. You can look these guys up if you're a young person. Pornhub says it's the women that are dialing up dude on dude on dude hockey porn so they can touch themselves. Apparently, these are some of the exact terms being searched on Pornhub related to hockey. Hockey gay, gay hockey. Hockey balls.
That's somebody that doesn't know hockey.
Hockey player, tonsil hockey, hockey locker room, hockey bukkake.
Oh,
I like that.
it's a natural tie-in.
Yeah.
State of hockey, hardcore hockey, hockey cuck. Shots on hole.
Well, I'm always looking for new things to watch.
I'm shocked that they didn't use the term high sticking.
Oh,
yeah, there's got to
Well,
be.
You should help
maybe
them
they
out.
did.
The show has become very popular on HBO. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And they say it's very graphic, and there are extended sex scenes, and women can't keep their pants buttoned.
I'm not a huge fan of extended sex scenes. I don't know why. It's so weird, but I get oddly uncomfortable.
Oh, I love it. What about Team America World Police?
That's
That
the
went
most.
on.
That's the most graphic sex scene I have ever witnessed in my entire life.
Didn't go on long enough, in my opinion.
You guys introduced me to that, and that was, I remember that day. That was
Heated
interesting.
rivalry. You guys got to check that show out.
Yeah.
And spend a lot of time examining their lower body injury.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gary Bettman, the commissioner of the NHL there, said he binged it. Watched all, was it 6 episodes?
I think so, yeah.
He watched it all back to back to back, and he loved it. Popular show.
Well, let's hang on to ourselves.
So,
because you don't know, we don't know where this is going to go. It might go ahead, Cubby.
I thought there was a Olympics connection. I guess the Stars, they carried the torch. So they carried the Olympic torch.
Oh, that's it, yep.
Really? The stars of this year television show are going to carry the torch at one point or another when we get to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Wow. Speaking of Dick, Bramer is going to be elected into the Twins Hall of Fame this summer.
Yes.
Dick
Well deserved.
Bramer will go into the Twins Hall of Fame in July at Target Field.
That's fabulous.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
And we'll have all the details for you. I mean, it's, what is it, January, for Christ's sake?
Yeah, usually in August. Isn't that when they have the induction, like the first week of
Yeah.
August? Somewhere.
July. Says
it's
here
in July
July
this year?
11th.
Oh, okay.
That's right. He was one of the best in the business, as recognizable as any player, and a former member of this radio show.
Yes.
And I'm sure he'll mention all of this when he gets his chance at the... Oh, no, that's not what I meant. You thought I was referring to his time here on the Half-Assed Morning.
Yes.
What I was going towards is, I'm sure he'll mention the following when he gets the mic. He started his play-by-play career calling Iowegian college basketball, North Star games, Vikings preseason games, University of Minnesota football, basketball, hockey.
It was all part of the
process.
Midwest Sports Channel.
Midwest
Back
Sports
in the
Channel,
day.
yep.
Yep, back in the day, Dick Bramer did all of that. Yes.
We love you, Dick Bramer, and we're very proud of you, and we can't wait to see the day. It'll be very exciting.
We should get him on at some point.
Yeah, let's ask him about it.
That'd be
Close
great.
to the induction. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll ask him about it. Oh, I don't know what else is going on around here. We got a couple of...
Well, Freddie Hoiberg was in town.
Oh, yeah.
And the Gophers played tough first half and kind of melted away in the second half. Nebraska's 20-0. They're good, man. They're a very good basketball team. Fun to watch.
It was nice to see Fred in town, and well, I was very excited after watching the first half of that ball game. But we don't need to keep singing the same song over and over again, but this Golden Gopher team just seems to run out of steam.
Yep.
All right, how about this? I didn't catch video of this, but I'd sure as hell like to see it. Something or another called the Tour Down Under Bicycle Race. They race bicycles around Australia. 2 kangaroos caused some chaos during the final stage of this Tour Down Under bicycle race yesterday. It says here the kangaroos hopped up onto the course and knocked over some of the bicycle riders.
Kangaroo panties.
And one of them was wearing a pair of...
This is on 93x.com, and when I got the email from Josh about it, I knew. I was like, oh, I'm going to like this a lot.
Australian Jesus, he told us that kangaroos are dicks. He said that they like to cause some trouble. They look so cute.
They'll beat your ass.
Yeah, that's what he said. That
they were there first. That's their motto. I have to find this video. I was unable to make it work on my computer yesterday, and I got to find it. I don't know how to on our website, but I'll try. So a kangaroo jumped up onto the track and, well, not a track. Are they kind of racing in the middle of the desert? Is that what they do?
Looks like it, yeah.
On a paved road, yeah.
Is it a paved road? One of the kangaroos took out the race leader.
He's working for somebody else.
Ruling on that.
I don't know. I think you got to pick your sad ass up, and any part of the environment that slows you down, that's your problem.
Wow.
The kangaroo had money on somebody back in the pack, so decided to get involved.
Where the hell do I find this stuff? What's your name again? Ashley.
It's kind of difficult
on our
to
website.
explain. You have to go to the top under the Half-Ass Morning Show tab,
right,
and then it'll say headlines.
Headlines.
Under there. Yep, click headlines.
Oh, here it is. Well, that wasn't so bad, and I'm
proud of you.
What are you giggling about, Kebby?
Just the steps that it takes to find one video.
It used to be easy. It used to be on the front. I don't know what happened.
Oh, God. Okay, now I'm watching the kangaroo. So one kangaroo jumps onto the track and hip checks the leader of the race. He goes into a pile down onto the... A couple minutes later, a second kangaroo appeared, and that one kicked everyone else's ass. And the play-by-play guy apparently said, "Oh, it's a kangaroo. I've never seen that before."
Oh, snap, another one.
The race continued. Several riders were forced to withdraw due to injuries. One of the kangaroos had to be euthanized because of its injuries. The bicycle beat him up pretty good. The other one escaped. Check that video out on our website. Oh, yeah. I watched that leader. He went down hard, skis.
Yeah, the kangaroo. Yeah, I'm watching the kangaroo, too. Took a pretty vicious hit.
Dude, those bike crashes are pretty gnarly.
Well, yeah, because they strap their feet to the pedals, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're so close together.
Were your feet strapped to the pedals when you ate all those years ago, Randy?
No.
That's the thing. You want to keep your feet on the pedals, right, Cubby? Because that's what keeps you going.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not going to flip over the top like I did.
Oh.
If your feet are strapped to
Yeah,
the
what
pedal.
are those called where it just kind of clicks in?
Strap-ons.
Oh, is that what it is? Let me just Google that and see if you're right.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so that video's funny. And as we're creeping up closer and closer to the Winter Olympics, oh, my God. I even walked through a department store yesterday, and they pushed all their Team USA stuff up to the front of the building.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because, there's some of us who just go buck wild for this. My pal Dougie will be doing somersaults for 2 straight weeks.
Hockey, or does he like a lot of it?
Oh, he doesn't. I don't care if it's a orgasm contest. If it's an Olympic event, Josh, and one guy's wearing a Team USA
I'm betting
T-shirt,
on that guy.
he's watching.
Is that right?
And watching thoroughly.
I could win a sprint edition of an orgasm contest, I think. That'd be
the Summer Olympics, Josh.
Oh, yeah, good point. You're right. That's not a winter sport for me. You're right. You'd hear the gun go, and then the second one would fire immediately after.
That's what's called a false start.
I'm your champion.
We may have to.
Bang, bang.
May have to sign you up. Speaking of the Winter Olympics now, here's an interesting path in life and an interesting story. A dude who used to be one of those nipple ring wearing, Red Bull drinking professional snowboarders, he went and turned into a big fat ass drug kingpin.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he's all done now. The cops arrested him. And he can pretty much kiss his own ass goodbye.
He's kind of like murdered some people, too, right?
That's what I read.
He's a bad
dude.
He's
a bad dude.
Ryan Wedding is the name this dude goes by. He's 44 years old, a former Canadian Olympian snowboarder that made an appearance but really didn't accomplish dick at the 2002 Salt Lake City Winter Olympics.
And they just tased dry.
This Ryan was tased as well?
Well, yeah, they had to take him into custody.
He's been arrested in Mexico after living as a fugitive for pert near 10 years. He's accused of leading some kind of a drug smuggling gang that shipped over 60 metric tons of cocaine every year from Colombia through Mexico into the United States and Canada. They say he had a close partnership with a cartel. The FBI called this wedding dude the largest narco trafficker in modern times.
Dang.
Wow.
Made good for himself.
They also say that he ordered multiple murders. Ugh. Game over for this dude. But for Pete's sake, started off on a snowboard.
A buddy of mine, his brother, well, now former brother-in-law, he had a charity, was doing some wonderful things for a community overseas, and then he found out that charity was a front for smuggling drugs. That's what he was doing for about 5 years, and they got him.
Give him some money.
Can you imagine?
Did he ever get his money back?
I don't know if he ever donated. He's not a very charitable guy.
Oh, but he was doing what for them?
Nothing. It was his brother-in-law.
Oh.
That was running this charity, which turned out to be a front for drug smuggling.
Well, son of a bitch. There you go.
So I lost my hookup if you guys need
I got someone for you.
Need a new plug?
Yeah.
I was wondering where that story was going.
You ever met my cousin Strawberry?
No.
Yeah, he'll hook you up. Yeah, Strawberry will hook you up. We got to go, boys. Thanks, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder.
You bet.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you. Everything okay in Florida, Randy?
Everything is peachy.
Okay.
Lucky.
That's just terrific. We'll talk to you. Yeah. It's peachy, he says. We'll talk to you guys very soon.
See ya.
We'll be back in a few minutes on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Dana here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag. I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
The Inside of You podcast.
You're listening to Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum. Our guest today, William H. Macy.
A lot of my career has been making unsavory characters kind of appealing.
Allison Mack is here.
There was this complete decomposition of my identity and this moment of like, who am I?
Let's get inside of Ron Perlman. Do you still love acting?
I'm obsessed with getting better at it. My heroes are in a state of flow. Just this moment of humanity.
The Inside of You podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Dr. P. Jesus.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
8:25 on the program. Oh, I think Van Halen said it best on their 1979 record, Van Halen Part 2. They said, you better call me a doctor, feeling no pain, overloaded, baby, down the drain. Somebody get me a doctor. That's what they said. Track 3, side 1. Visiting us in studio this morning, Dr. James Parnell, also known as Dr. P. Jesus. If you want to ask Dr. P something or another, all you got to do is text our Luther Bloomington Kia text line, which activates when you punch in the numbers 651-989-9393.
Today would have been Eddie Van Halen's birthday, along the lines of Van Halen. Weird you brought that up.
F me running. I had no idea. How you doing, Dr. P?
Before we get started, I just wanted to say I had some
vintage WrestleMania tapes that I brought in. I was wondering if you guys might be.
Were you one of the guys I met at the Burger King parking lot, Dr. P?
Now, you obviously were listening during the stupid news segment.
I was, and that honestly was one of the funniest things I've ever heard you guys do, and I've never heard Ashley laugh as hard.
I couldn't breathe.
How much money did you make selling WrestleMania VHS tapes to fifth grade kids?
To little kids. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed our conversation.
Oh my God, it was really no, it was great. I seriously, Ashley, you sounded like you were peeing your pants.
I was crying.
We had a good time. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was good.
How have you been?
I'm doing okay. Just surviving the cold. And,
I'm about done with that cold.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, man. Done with that sneeze, too.
I couldn't reach the mute button.
I have a little foster dog back in my house that I had a couple years ago, but she's still tiny. Just looking after her for a little bit, and she absolutely does not like the cold. She would like to have no paws on the ground outside, which is difficult, but she tries.
Those poor bastards.
Yep, trying to have all four paws
So
up at the
funny.
same
Can you
time.
toilet train her? I'd sit her on the toilet like you can a cat.
Maybe I should. She has actually figured out how to balance. She can balance on her front paws while she pees. Yeah,
You and your cute little foster pets running around everywhere. Is this how you try to get laid when you come on our program?
Oh yeah, you're already a doctor, so you have an advantage.
Smart.
I mean, no, I haven't really been trying to play it that way. It hasn't worked, if that's possible.
All right.
Well, as always, the texts are coming in like crazy.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Help some people out. Millennial Steel Cutter Jesus wants to know: are you familiar with overactive bladder?
Oh,
he says I pee what feels like once every hour and a half. Would that be considered overactive bladder?
Well, basically, I mean, it is. He's urinating more frequently than normal. So.
Oh no, Josh, we're screwed.
Well, that's just yeah.
Sorry, I'm like
no.
You guys are going a lot.
The two of you don't have any abnormal urination habits because it's totally normal when you consider how much fluid the two of you pound every morning. You have like a water drinking contest between the two of you. So I think
you literally do, right?
Your trips to the bathroom, I think, are quite normal when you consider the intake.
Well, I'd say half mine though are I fill up my water bottle in the bathroom sink, which everybody thinks is going to kill me at some point.
Whatever.
You bougie folks go to the drinking fountain. We got like a new water cooler.
Yeah, we do.
But so they go there. So half of my bathroom trips are actually just to fill up the water.
Okay. Well,
I go a lot. I think I go like 10 times before noon.
My wife's the same way.
So what is this we were talking about? I forgot already.
Possible overactive bladders.
Overactive bladder.
So you do bring up a good point. If you drink tons and tons of water, you tend to go more frequently. I'd say for men, the more common problem is actually not that your bladder is overactive, it's that your prostate is enlarged and you're having difficulty emptying your bladder each time, so that you may only be partially emptying.
Isn't that frustrating? Does that happen to guys?
Well, he just said that's a problem for men.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, so sometimes I'll go to the bathroom, and it's always been like this, and I'll be done and then walk out, and I'm like, I don't think I went all the way. Is that a normal occurrence with men too?
We have a prostate though that gets in the way. You should not.
No, you should not have a prostate. Unless
you know what that is?
No, sometimes
maybe you accidentally ate one or something.
Right.
Is it because women don't have kidneys? Does that have something to do with it?
Right. Yeah, I know. It's amazing they survive.
Long-running bit on the show.
To answer your question, Ashley, no. Once I spill it, I feel quite satisfied. But overactive bladder?
Yeah, so overactive bladder is, I guess I think of it more commonly in women. Again, just because men, you generally want to rule out that the prostate is a problem. If it's not, then it is a possibility. Lots of women tend to have more complicated histories, and they may have some mild incontinence, and that's a very annoying thing. It can happen particularly after childbirth.
That's what my wife blames the kids for not being able to hold it in or peeing a little bit every time she sneezes.
Yeah.
How the hell is it their fault?
because they tore things up, or maybe that was
right.
I didn't mean to phrase it that way.
They threw stuff around on the way out.
Thank you.
The birth of the children has destroyed
not the raising of the children. But yeah, so to figure it out, basically you need to be seen, because they need to rule out infection, need to probably examine your prostate.
What is overactive bladder, though?
I mean, it's basically sort of a hypersensitive bladder that is irritable, I guess. It's almost like irritable bowel of the bladder. I guess and there are medications that can sort of help quiet that down. So if indeed that's what it seems to be, then there are treatments for that. But
so Millennial Steel Cutter Jesus got back to us. He said, prostate. His mom has a genetic gene where his chance of prostate cancer is a 60% increase.
Oh, well.
Mom can carry a gene for that?
I mean, mom can definitely have a gene that would be a factor. I would say it's usually a sign of enlargement of the prostate, not prostate cancer, but
that's good.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to have his prostate checked out, and could have a mild prostate infection if it kind of started recently. There are basically ways to figure it out. Some of it you can do with primary care. Sometimes you need to see a urologist.
That sounds unpleasant. Unpleasant at best. Here's something I'm sure we can all enjoy. Dr. P, what color mucus should concern me? Now, he's referencing his own. He's not talking about maybe witnessing someone else's mucus, and it's about his own. He says, I heard that a sure sign of a sickness is when the colors get a little darker. Oh, God.
That's a good question. I think I'm not sure it's that simple, but I guess it probably is at least partially true that, whitish or clear phlegm is basically there's not any white blood cells in it. There's not blood in it. If you get things that are sitting in your body and have a chance for bacteria to grow and for the colors to change to, brown, green, all that, it probably is at least suggestive of more of a bacterial infection. It's not that simple necessarily.
Okay.
I remember the first time a doctor asked me that when I was a kid. What color's your snot? And I was embarrassed. What do you mean?
I would never know such
I only
thing.
differentiate by taste, not by color. No. I mean, that's what a kid might say. No, but there's not any way to definitely say that green or brown is necessarily bad. But I would say in general, the darker, again, it tends to suggest that it's been sort of sitting there longer and that there is some bacteria and that there's some white blood cells, which means your immune system is involved and trying to fight off something. It also, again, it kind of means it's been sitting there too, which means it needs to be cleared out. So, you do want to cough that stuff out, blow that stuff out your nose. If it's up in your sinuses, using like a neti pot or some kind of saline rinse to clear that stuff out, because you can imagine having it sit inside is just not good.
Okay.
This person here wants to know if there's any tests available to detect possible pancreatic cancer. It seems like whenever someone gets pancreatic cancer, it's in an advanced stage.
It's not a simple question. It's one of those things that people, ideally we would have a screening test that would make sense to do. There is no blood test that is used for it, and honestly, doing abdominal CT scans to screen for pancreatic cancer is not recommended. There might be situations where you have a very unusual family history, or you do have some sort of genetic predisposition where possibly there would be some kind of surveillance, but that's really getting into a lot of details of your family history and your medical history. It's absolutely true that pancreatic cancer is very quiet early on, and once it shows up, it is often a bad prognosis. It's hard to see on imaging. The pancreas is sort of in the abdomen, kind of hiding, so you can't do. And it also doesn't show up really well on imaging, just because it's soft organ next to soft organ.
Right.
So the short answer is no. But again, if there's a family history, genetic history, then talking to a genetic counselor, probably talking to some sort of a gastroenterologist to to talk about whether it makes sense to be doing something. But you could have a CT scan every year for the next 20 years, and in between one of those scans, something could grow, and you didn't really pick it up. And you're also exposed to a lot of radiation when you have that many CT scans or X-rays.
Oh, is that why they don't recommend it?
I mean, you don't really want to be having repetitive CAT scans, yeah.
Gotcha.
Right. You said something there that reminded me of when Josh and I urinate side by side after work every day. Soft organ next to soft organ. Here's a lady who has some questions about bacterial vaginosis.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps having issues with bacterial vaginosis. Is there anything out there as a preventative action I can take or a medication?
That sucks.
Yeah. So bacterial vaginosis, do you guys know what that is?
No.
Yeah.
Is that a yeast infection or different?
Well, Josh, it is different.
It is different.
Yes, it is. It's not a sexually transmitted illness, so that's one thing to point out. It is typically if women have discharge, vaginal discharge, or odors.
Oh,
I know. Sorry.
Yummy.
It is either a yeast infection or bacterial vaginosis. Those are the most common things. Yeast is obviously a fungal infection. Bacterial vaginosis is overgrowth of a particular kind of bacteria that is not. It's not like something that has invaded. It's a bacteria that is pretty much always present. It's just if the milieu of the vagina is particularly accommodating.
What?
It overgrows. So it has to do
Super
with
common for pregnant,
I know,
pregnant
right?
ladies. Too.
Basically, if the pH balance in the vagina and sort of the bacterial colonization is off, then again, this bacteria has a chance to overgrow. So, I mean, it's that's generally why you don't want to use a douche. As a female,
or
because
date one.
Date one, right? But washing all of that bacteria and stuff out, even though it seems like that might be good, actually decolonizes some of the positive bacteria, and you don't want to do that.
This is so confusing.
Yeah,
well,
it is.
How do you walk around town with one of those, Ashley, when they're so confusing?
It's like it is really confusing. I did have bacterial vaginosis when I was pregnant, and they
and you didn't tell us?
They were like, "Hey,
we knew.
Here's this tube of like lotion type stuff, and then here's this syringe looking thing.
Yeah,
you just got to put that on up there." And I made like multiple phone calls because I always was told, there shouldn't be anything really going on up there except for if you're engaging in sexual activity. So I even called my mom and was like, "Is this legit? Are you sure I'm supposed to put that there?"
You called your mom?
Yeah, you got to do it, and then you got to lay down for like 45 minutes.
Oh my god!
This is getting into the dark secrets of being a woman.
I think there's pills you could take too.
Yeah,
but
It's complicated.
So basically,
being a woman, isn't it?
It's an overgrowth of a particular bacteria, and to treat that, you need to use some sort of an antibiotic, which gets rid of that bacteria, but it also gets rid of other bacteria, which that's why women can get into this really bad cycle of recurrent bacterial vaginosis.
Okay.
But it's used either intravaginal antibiotics or oral antibiotics.
I didn't know what I was. I didn't know what kind of trouble I was starting, Cubby, when I read that.
Yeah.
So it sounds that's very unpleasant for a person.
Yeah, most women will get it occasionally.
You were able to shake it, Ashley?
Yeah, I got it back to back though.
Good for
like
you.
You were saying, Dr.
Yeah.
K, it's a cycle. Yeah,
it
back to
can
back.
be. Some women really get into this bad cycle with it, and so there are different ways to do that. There's
prayer.
Prayer. Sort of using. It's either using an approach with antibiotics that your family doctor could work with you, or an OBGYN, or there's sort of like topical boric acid. I know it's.
Oh, geez, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah,
acid isn't going anywhere
It
there.
sounds like something from a fairy tale or something. Boric acid.
There are routes that ladies can take.
Yes, it's getting the pH again, which is the acidity, into the right range. And getting the right kind of bacterial colonization. So yes, there are, but it's not simple.
No,
Wear
it doesn't.
cotton panties too.
Trust me, we can tell by this
Yeah.
conversation so far that it's not simple. But Dana makes a good point, Ashley. When you get bacterial vaginitis, the first thing you do is tell your guy friend.
I honestly thought about telling you guys just because of how crazy the treatment was. Are you serious?
We should have just brought that stuff in and said, what do you think of this?
We do have a text chain. You could have put it on that.
Yeah, the one with the Brad and Randy in it, too.
Well, with some
I guess.
vagina issues, I guess we have another one.
Sure.
This person says, I believe I got HPV from my ex-wife cheating on me while we were married. I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry, man.
I'm not showing any symptoms, but it appears I gave it to my next partner. Is there a way to test for this if they're not showing symptoms?
It's all over town now.
So HPV, okay. So human papillomavirus.
Is that herpes?
No, it's not. So I just wonder if that's what they mean. But, I mean, human papillomavirus causes genital warts. It can cause, for women, it can cause changes in the cervix that can, if not attended to and monitored, can lead to cervical cancer. So that's why there is an HPV vaccine these days.
I got that bad boy.
Yeah, it's given to young people.
Isn't that a vaccine that's like you have to get it like a couple of times?
You do.
Yeah.
Yep,
okay.
Yep. And it didn't exist when folks, Josh, Nick, and my age were around. We didn't get that, so we just got exposed to it in the world. So what was the actual question, though? What can I do?
Yeah,
or
is there
testing?
a test? He obviously doesn't want to
It's
be
actually
spreading that around.
It's challenging with a guy. With a woman, when you have your annual exam, there's two tests that can be done. One's the pap smear, which is using a brush on the end of the cervix and getting some cells. They used to be put on a slide and looked at. Now it's in a tube, and I don't even know how it's analyzed, but they're looking for abnormal cells. The other one is taking a sample and looking for evidence of the HPV virus. And there's a bunch of strains of the HPV virus. Some of them are benign. HPV causes warts on your hands. It causes warts on your feet, but not the type that you transmit genitally. There's only some of the types that are high risk for cervical cancer. But for guys, that test, at least typically, has not been done. So it can be one of those things that's a little mysterious. And again, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't take a medication for it.
Condom?
Well,
does that help? I'd imagine.
The thing is, HPV. I mean, it is internal, but it can be on the skin, just like herpes, and so
condom.
But it can be on your
with like
pelvis.
some extra stuff.
So there's not necessarily
Just get a tarp and surround
anything
it.
absolute you can do other than
fire.
Fire, fire. Abstinence and
abstinence. That's the way to go.
Ziploc bags.
Wow, we are some complicated characters, aren't we?
We are.
And gross. We're gross at the same time.
Hi, everybody.
Dr. P. Jesus, welcome to the Half-Assed Morning Show.
93X.
All right, back to jaw-jacking with Dr. P here on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. It's our very popular and appetizing Ask the Doctor segment. All of our graphic genitalia conversation this morning has inspired a young person to explore the medical industry. This here next text message, Dr. P says, any chance you'd be able to ask Dr. P if he knows of any programs in which kids could volunteer or learn more about a career in medicine. I'm asking for our 12-year-old granddaughter.
Oh, that's great. Very cool.
Do you take interns? Kids can tour the hospital? A kid can cut open a cadaver?
I've become very medically knowledgeable from Facebook. Would you recommend social media?
Yeah, social media is definitely the best resource for all.
Would you let
knowledge.
a fifth grader perform an autopsy just for fun?
Probably not.
No.
Did they say how old? They said 12?
12.
Yeah. I wish I had any idea what I wanted to do at 12.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's
Seriously.
a tough age.
Yeah, I was still stuck on professional wrestler at 12.
I wanted to be Iron Man, I think.
I mean, over the years, you have students of various ages and qualifications come through. I mean, I have had a high school student who, I don't remember exactly how that got arranged, who just came and spent part of an afternoon with me. And that, it's kind of like a one-off thing there's not really a program for that. Once you get into college, and obviously once you're headed towards that path, there's ways to do it.
What kind of stuff should this person be studying, this 12-year-old? I mean, honestly, like, is there...
I mean, well, studying?
Science, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're thinking you want to head that direction, then yeah. I mean, taking an interest in sciences, because that's going to be required. It doesn't mean that's all you should study, though. I'm just trying to think of. I mean, I think hospitals probably have. Hospitals often have opportunities for volunteers.
You maybe have to be a little older.
You might have, or you have to be there with your parents for sure.
Or
so I think
get a friend, stand on their shoulders, and wear a very thin lab coat,
right,
just like Scooby-Doo.
Right,
Never
Scooby-Doo,
fails.
Or it's wear a long cloak. But so that's the kind of thing. I mean,
okay.
Honestly, being around people and people who have medical conditions is probably a way to see how you feel about it. And I mean, so in that sense, again, doing things like visiting people at a nursing home and talking to them. Again, you'd probably want to be with your parents.
Sure.
What a cool way to go, kid. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's because if you're not comfortable being around sick people, it's probably not a great path for you.
Let a kid pop a cyst.
Yeah, why not?
Pop that cyst.
Right. And again, if you start to do a little bit of that sort of just seeking opportunities, then you'll meet people. Whether it's a physician or some other or a nurse, and then there probably are opportunities that can arise to shadow somebody. Yeah. And I think as you're thinking about. You don't have to be a doctor to be in medicine. You can be in physical therapy. You can be a physician assistant. You can be, a nutritionist. I mean, there's all sorts of allied professionals and other paths that don't involve necessarily going to med school. But
let me tell you something, Cubby. I knew what I wanted to do at 12, and this ain't it.
That wouldn't have been my first choice either.
Right. So just I think be creative and look for opportunities and meet people. That's probably the way to
there you go.
Tap in.
Got another kid question here. A 1-year-old. This person says she's been sick recently. They brought her in. She had a double ear infection. But the past couple of days, her lips and stuff, quote unquote, have been getting blue randomly, but then it goes away and then it comes back randomly. Should I be concerned?
Anytime someone turns blue,
that makes me nervous.
For any reason.
It's cold out, but.
I mean, I guess I'm not going to come up with anything that's going to make me suggest you just sit on that.
So you're saying go back?
Yeah, I mean, blue basically implies a lack of oxygenated blood until proven otherwise. So that's meaning, for whatever reason, if your lips just have to be, the blood vessels are very superficial, so you can see changes there. Yeah, they got to go be seen.
Yeah, for Pete's sake. I got you. Fair
double
enough.
Ear infection, too. Wow.
Double, not as bad as a triple ear infection.
No, that's as bad as it gets.
How about this, Dr. P? A sewing needle broke off in the bottom of my foot. Ouch. What's the worst that could happen? This guy says his girlfriend's got a sewing room, and there's crafty garbage all over the floor, and he stepped on a stinking sewing needle, and it broke off in one of his dogs.
Boy.
Nickname for feet.
Yeah. I mean, I think you...
amputate, maybe?
Right. Yeah, just do that at home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be the cheap way to go. Yeah.
Well, call that 12-year-old who's interested in medicine.
Yeah.
Right.
They want some experience.
I think they just can't. They just found an opportunity.
God
yeah.
dang.
I mean, you don't want a foreign body in your foot. I think sometimes people think something broke off and it's actually not there. But if it still hurts and it's pretty obvious, I mean, if you can grab it somehow, but that's pretty tough on your own foot, and you don't generally want your family operating on it. I would say in general that's probably something that needs to be removed because a foreign body is going to cause a reaction and pain and scarring.
It may feel pretty decent right now, but someday it's going to come back and snap you.
I would say so. Yeah. So depending on how I mean, I think if it broke off, you would think it'd break off near the surface, but maybe not.
Boy, if he needed stitches, that'd be pretty convenient, wouldn't it?
Right, a needle already there. But a needle at least would be able to it'd be visible on X-ray, which would be helpful, so they could see. I mean, because that's the problem. If it's like a stick, you can't see that on X-ray. So that would be the thing. Maybe go to urgent care or to your primary care doctor and say, I'm pretty sure I got a needle in my foot.
Why doesn't his girlfriend clean up after herself when she's making a scarf or whatever?
I mean,
those are hard to lose, or not hard. Those are easy to lose.
Oh, yeah. My grandma, aunt, and mom would all do some sort of stitching, and those things would show up in random places.
You drop one, and you're screwed.
Yep.
Remember when we were kids, Josh, and you'd go into the changing room at J.C. Penney?
Oh, yeah.
And the floor of that changing room was what?
It was just covered in those.
Covered in needles.
Pins,
Yep.
I'm sorry, I should say pins.
That's right. That's how clothes used to all be
Yes.
sold, isn't it?
That would,
It was very dangerous.
Oh,
that's how acupuncture started. It was an accident.
Every time I would jam one of my toes with a pin that someone pulled off of a collar of a shirt they were trying on and just threw it on the floor like a sloppy bastard.
Yeah.
And I still have nightmares of walking around on pin. It was miserable in there back in those days. The changing room was a hazardous place to be.
We got a text here from CPR While They're Still Breathing Jesus, who said to the kid that's 12 who wants to go in the medical field.
Oh.
He said Osseo and Spring Lake Park High Schools, they offer programs, OEC they call them, Opportunities in Emergency Care, First Aid, First Responder, CPR, Emergency Tech courses in a high school setting.
Sure.
So, in a few years,
absolutely,
that's worth looking into.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I think, just keeping your eyes open and looking for opportunities. And, I mean, partly it's just you may know what you think you want to do at 12, but that may not be what you want to do. Some people really do pick a path that early. I sure didn't. I didn't decide until way later.
I always wanted to go work for my brother-in-law at the friggin' Chrysler plant. I might get my chance. Before you go, Dr. P, a few listeners have texted in. They want to know if you're currently watching the television show The Pits.
I have not. I have heard great things about it.
Ashley and Dana and Josh have been talking about it. They like The Pits.
I mean, I used to watch ER, and that was before I was in medicine. I like that. I think I've said this before, but since I went to med school, started working in medicine, I've not typically watched medical shows.
This
I'll check
one
it out.
gets very high praise from people in the medical field.
Yeah. No, I'll check it out. Noah Wiley, right?
Yeah.
I like him, yeah.
St. Elsewhere. Did you watch St. Elsewhere?
No.
Doogie Howser.
General Hospital.
Scrubs.
Honestly, Scrubs is the one medical show that I have watched.
Do you know Dr. Nick?
Dr. Nick from
Simpsons. What about House?
I bet that one pisses
they're
you
coming
off.
fast and furious. That one.
What? Grey's Anatomy.
That one just made me. House always made me feel bad because I'm not that smart, or I can't come up with something that clever.
Really like that
Come
show.
on.
Can you put a medical glove over your head and blow it up with your nose like Howie Mandel used to do?
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, wow.
He had he had a sinus explode or something like that.
Really? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I will check out The Pit. I'll check it out and report back.
I think you'd like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really do.
Thanks, Dr. P.
Thanks so much, guys.
Nice to see you. Thanks
Appreciate
for braving the
your
cold.
visit. Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Take care.
Love you. See you next time.
What the hell? God, it's so stupid. Why do you always?
I don't know.
Take it to a.
If you missed any part of the show, you can always check out the podcast at 93x.com.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. I can't keep it in sometimes.
Half-assed morning show 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Danny here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.